Night repairs may continue into Tuesday. It is 53 degrees now in Midtown Atlanta. Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz is looking for periods of rain to continue all throughout the day with a high around the mid-50s. Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast is coming up. Store closures and a reduction in workforce. That's on tap for Atlanta-based children's clothing retailer Carter's Inc.
As part of a Q3 earnings call that revealed an 80% drop in net income year over year, CEO Doug Palladini says they must streamline operations, and it begins at the corporate level.
To accomplish this, we plan to reduce offices-based roles by approximately 15% between now and year-end 2025.
That's about 300 jobs, 150 stores also slated for closure, roughly 100 of which will come over the next 15 months. They've had to raise some prices in an effort to offset the impact of tariffs, which Palladini says are costing the company over $200 million a year. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
It's day 27 of the government shutdown, and lawmakers are no closer to voting on a bill which would keep the government open. Democrats say they want to have negotiations on extending health care tax cuts, which are set to expire. That would raise premiums for millions of Americans. But Republicans are holding firm, saying they won't have any conversations until the government reopens. Jenna Norton is a program director at the National Institutes of Health, and she says what she's doing with her time now.
I've been trying to use that time to work with some of my colleagues to make sure that we're, giving back to folks who aren't able to afford their day-to-day necessities. So, we've been working together with an organization called 27 United, which is an NIH alumni organization, to volunteer at food banks and other organizations that need extra support during this time.
The stalemate is affecting millions of people who rely on food assistance programs like SNAP, as well as the furloughed workers who don't have their paychecks. Baltimore officials say this is unacceptable. An AI weapons detection system mistakes a high schooler's bag of Doritos for a gun.
Kenwood High student Taki Allen says he ate a bag of chips while waiting for friends after football practice and then crumpled it up and put it in his pocket. He said about 20 minutes later, police approached him and told him to get down on the ground before cuffing him.
City officials are calling for an investigation. Atlanta police say crime in the city is continuing to trend down. Deputy Chief Princina Span tells the City Council's Public Safety Committee.
For our 7-day trend overall, we're down 7%.
But she says there has been a slight uptick in robbery and burglary calls. Span says APD is working with neighboring jurisdictions to address those issues and bring the numbers down farther. It's now 3:03. The Von Haessler Doctrine starts in less than 2 minutes. First, live team coverage of traffic and weather, and Alex Williams is checking your drive.
Big mess out of Sandy Springs into Cobb County. Veronica, box truck on its side. Travel advisory 285 westbound, the outer loop between New Northside Drive and I-75. 3 right lanes are blocked. You're stacked up from Georgia 400. You can take 85 south to I-75 north as an alternate. Both are trouble spots. 285 north and southbound into Cab between Glenwood Road and Covington Highway have both cleared. Heading into downtown, just sluggish right now. 75-85 southbound from 17th Street as you head down toward I-20. And some northbound delays on the downtown connector. 75-85 northbound University Avenue up past Peachtree Pine Street. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitt. Temperatures hold in the 50s today with overcast sky, breezy, gusts to 30 miles an hour, and periods of rain continuing. We'll have some showers overnight, then mainly dry tomorrow. Overcast, but just a 20% chance of a shower on Tuesday. Low 50, high 57.
Right now, it's 52 degrees in College Park. It's 48 in Ball Ground, and it's 53 in Midtown Atlanta at 3:04. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
All right, this week's rainy Monday edition of the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable radio host, Eric Von Haessler. The Doctrinaires are here. Tim Andrews, Autumn Fisher, George Clark, Jared Yamamoto. On this rainy edition, this rainy Monday edition. By the way, we need the rain, so I'm very happy about it. We are, as you may or may not know, in an extreme drought.
And Luke Bryan said it best.
Shut up. There's no need to bring horrible modern.
On the soil.
Rain makes corn.
Yes.
Corn makes whiskey.
Ethanol from a truck.
Whiskey makes my baby Get a little freaky.
Jared got lucky singing that line at some point in his life, and he still remembers how good the sex was because it comes up as a reference way more than he's ever listened to it in his life. So it's a song. It gets a little sexy. He used it once. He got some great sex out of it, and we have to, for the rest of our lives, constantly be reminded of this stupid line from this stupid song from an entirely stupid thing called modern country music.
It changed my life, Eric, forever.
It changed.
I watch porn. Porn makes me frisky.
Porn makes it rain.
That is correct. That is correct. But we do need the rain, so I'm happy for it. Also, let's start the week and start the show a little bit differently because normally, given the junk that I have, I tend to start Mondays with some sports stuff because we roll out of a weekend. That's where especially during the NFL season. But let's mix it up a little bit. And what do you say? We start out with some open mics.
I like that idea.
Let's see how the whole week. This will be an experiment. I think it's the first time we've started the week listening to open mics, responding to the people, the listeners of this show, and then we'll just see how the week goes after it. And if it goes well, maybe it turns into a thing. My guess is even if it does go well, it won't really turn into a thing, but let's shake it up a little bit.
How dare you doubt the audience like that? I think the audience can do this. I believe in you, audience.
There's two sides that can mess this up, the audience and me. So let's see.
Well, since we had a rainy morning, how about some shower thoughts from an open micer?
Hey, VH, I know I'm behind. I took a gummy too.
Stop for a second.
Hey, this is my gig.
Yeah.
Shower thoughts.
This is a 22-year-old Autumn Fisher who
And
was
also on
Autumn
TikTok
Pritz
I've done it.
Oh, really?
Shower thoughts with Autumn Fisher.
Really? Well, it's kind of a weird thing. I don't know that this guy is actually in the shower. I don't know what.
Like it.
Or he's going to the bathroom.
Or
I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure he's in
I
the
think
shower.
there just could be water running, and he's about to shave, and he thought, before I shave, I have no idea. I don't think he would have his phone in his shower with him. Because it just seems like a lot. What does it add? He's not using it as a brand. He's not, hey, it's Shower Man with you. It's like he's just saying his
Shower
word.
Man.
You'd think if he was doing something like that, he would wrap it all up. So I don't know that that's what he's
Have
doing.
you never brought your phone into the shower?
Why would I?
It's
Why
not
would I bring my
waterproof.
phone? Well, it's water resistant.
Yeah, okay.
So you can watch a YouTube video while you hang out in the shower.
No, I don't.
You're very utilitarian.
Yeah,
in the shower.
I don't suffer from that sickness. I do not. I do
It's
not
not
suffer.
sickness.
It's a sickness that says I can't take a shower, which should last no more than 20 minutes at the longest, without watching something.
No, it's sometimes you want to. It's like your bath, except I'm in the shower. I'm just not laying down.
Why do you? No, it's what? Are you listening to comforting music, or are you listening to people talk about what's really going on below deck? Like some sort of below deck podcast.
Well, it's a lot of red letter media, and it's also, Judge Judy or My 600-Pound Life.
You know what? Just think about the world for that 20 minutes. You don't
Oh,
need
no
to be
thanks.
entertained.
That's already a
Think
bummer.
about your world. Think about how you can help others even more than you already have. Something like that.
Yeah, that'll take 2 seconds.
That 20
and then,
minutes.
Now what?
Well, I forgot she doesn't have any friends, so it's easy to help
Exactly.
the people in her life.
There's
wrong on
1,
that.
2, 3.
All right, let's hear this guy, whether he is or isn't in the shower.
Okay.
Hey, VH, I know I'm behind. I took a gummy too, and I listened to your old podcast, and we are going to have AI-free cities or towns. They're either going to be like wooden, like saloons, and it'll be cities owned by BlackRock, and you can go there to get away from that mess, and they'll rent you somewhere to stay, I'm sure, for a big fat fee. Love you, buddy.
Hard to get through all that water, but he is making a good point.
I didn't understand what he said. at
What
the
he's
end.
saying is, in the future, referencing something we had said last week at some point, or the week before, that at some point there are going to be small towns that advertise themselves as basically it's a bunch of humans and very little of robots doing work. And so he's saying, yeah, there's going to be these idealistic towns, and maybe they can be places to escape to, and they'll be owned by BlackRock, and they will basically allow you to pay your way to get out of the mess that they've created for everybody else. So good point. In the future, I'd turn off the water because, as I've said before, a debater with the wrong views can win a debate if they're a better debater than the debater with the good views.
As you've always said.
The
That's what you've always said.
the debater. My point being, even if you have a good argument, if we can't hear it through the rain or shower that you were putting us through there, it's very difficult to win the debate.
I just appreciate how close our listeners feel to the show. I mean, the fact that he was in the shower and he felt close enough.
I don't like it. I don't.
Just a second. I just want to let you know they're going to make cities you can go to. They're going to be made out of wood.
I don't like it. I don't like. I don't know where his hands are at the moment that he's talking to me.
Oh, you know.
They're in between.
One of them's on the
something.
phone.
I mean, I want those areas to be cleaned on all people. I believe in hygiene. I just don't want you cleaning those areas while you're conversing with me.
Well, I'm not cleaning.
Well, please step out of the shower, dry yourself off, have some underwear on at the very least. I think that should be a rule. Do not leave an open mic if your underwear are not on and at your waist. That's what I'm asking. You know, that's still pretty loose. No, not below your waist. I want your underwear on and in its proper, not pulled down position. Then call, opine, leave your opinion on the open mic. Not before, but I do appreciate it. Just not next time, just, somewhere beyond the bathroom. You know what? Just don't leave an open mic when you're in a bathroom.
So many rules.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, I know. I am kind of a little Hitler here, I realize. He makes it so difficult.
Since we're really the only show that uses the open mics here on WSB, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that when the digital team puts out the next coding and the next rules format, we'll make sure to put everything you just said into the rules.
I think it's pretty simple. Just don't leave them from the bathroom.
If not, we'll turn the camera on.
If you don't leave them from the bathroom, chances are there's going to be no showers.
Now, wait a minute. Excuse me.
Yes.
I take full advantage of the open mics when I run my show. You want to hear one?
Yeah.
Hey, WSB, get this jerk off the air right now. Why? Okay, never mind. Linda, shut that one off.
You never know with these open mics.
You don't.
You got to have somebody to screen them. That's why I use Jared Yamamoto. He only finds the ones that are going to piss me off.
I know.
Oh, the shower guy pissed you off?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Just in general. You like to gaslight
There
me.
you go again, Eric, being a dumbass and don't like my king.
I get a lot of those. All right, what's next?
Fine. You even listen to the show? You're not allowed to listen to the show. You don't listen to the show.
Since you started that, I got to play this one. Then this is about the White House East Wing renovations.
Yeah. Hey, this is Adam. I just wanted to say, how can you be upset, besides personal feelings, at a guy who's not even tearing the whole White House down? He's tearing a little bit, doing renovations. And I'm like, Obama, taxpayers are not paying for it. How could you be upset if you're not even paying for it? Besides your personal feelings, you just don't like the guy.
Mm-hmm.
You get paid to talk on the radio, and this is what we talk about? Love the show, though. My name's Adam.
Well, we love you as well, sir. I think I did point out, yes, it is true. I believe that taxpayers should pay for these things. That way, you don't surprise them with it. Usually there's a good vetting process, and there's an understanding that this is something that taxpayers would probably want to spend their money on, or they can get rid of you for spending money on something that they didn't want to spend on. What you call private donations, I call buying access to the government. Now, if you think that it's a coincidence that the companies and the individuals who are mostly giving money to this ballroom have regular business, more business than other companies do in front of the federal government, and who quite often are against the regulations that would be coming for them. I mean, you and I would just have to disagree. It's Google, it's Apple, it's Lockheed, it's all these people who have all kinds of business that comes before the federal government constantly, and they really, really, really always want the executive to protect them from regulations that would come out of Congress. So if you think that's a coincidence, we just have a disagreement. But at the end, he said something nice about the show. So at the end of this, I'll say, well, I'm really glad that you're listening to the show.
Yes, thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Adam. We just disagree. That's all.
Can I say also, I don't know if
what kind of anti-Trump crap are you gonna add?
Yeah, you can clear this up too if you know more than me. But
yes.
the proposed plan for that ballroom is going to be more square footage than the White House footprint.
Yeah, it's bigger than the White House.
So that also feels disrespectful in a way.
The whole concept of just springing it on people
and deleting a whole side.
We don't know. Yeah. I mean, it was added, and then it was added to in the 40s, And that's fine, but there's everything that has to do with number one, I'll go back to this, that White House belongs 100% to the people, and it belongs 0% to the Trump family. That's true of the previous president. It'll be true of the next president. And what goes on in there is a part of our history that some of us hate in individual times, and history that some of us love in individual times. Love it or hate it, it belongs to us as history. And we, at some point, may find out that they took the time to make sure that every historic relic or anything that was in there was manageably taken out of there. So we maybe find out that that's true.
They saved Pat Nixon's typewriter.
Well, thank goodness. Hopefully, that was my main concern.
All right.
So I am happy about that. So it's just one more thing. I'm getting sick and tired of this administration believing that their job is to continually shock and awe us. I don't think that's their job. I think their job is like any other government, to make things work for most Americans most of the time. There's no such thing as a federal government that makes everything work for every American all the time. That's impossible. I think with governance, you try to create a government that works for most Americans most of the time, and that usually means you barely notice the government. The government is best when it's barely noticed, in my opinion. But thank you for listening. What's next?
All right, we got a guy this is an interesting description I put, agrees with you about people being worried about the wrong things. Let's see what he has to say.
Eric Von Hessler. I agree with you 100%.
Yep.
People are stupid. They're worried about the wrong things. Anytime somebody starts complaining about something like Bad Bunny and also blindly follows a party because of what they think they do for them, I like to quote them with that beautiful meme from Idiocracy. Go away, Baton. It's currently 76 degrees and gorgeous in Johns Creek.
I'm sure I agree with that, but once again, it's another movie I've just never seen.
You're living it. You don't need to watch it.
That's right. I feel like I've heard and read and seen so much about Idiocracy that I have seen it, but I have not seen it. Most people tell me the first half of it is brilliant, and the second half is kind of a drag.
Well, it's once the plot kicks in.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of movies that are fun, right? Once the plot has to kick in and they have to go through with the whole thing, then it gets boring. But
so it's the exposition of how stupid people are is the hilarious part.
A gummy will help you out in that.
Hey, what doesn't it help you? Except for radio shows. I can't do it before radio shows.
Have you tried?
No, but I have tried in other things like stand-up. I've been high.
Yeah, but that was so long ago.
So you think I should try it again? Just walk in totally stoned?
We'll see what happens.
Fortune favors the bold.
Look how Jared threw me off with like somebody yelling my name. And that threw me off for like 30 seconds. What do you think getting stoned's going to do?
You did a good job getting back to it. I wouldn't have been able.
I know. I know, and I know you know that. And that's what makes me know that at some level, Autumn, you actually do appreciate me. And that makes me feel good.
Well, now I don't like it.
See, just the fact that I say that. She just doesn't want to be known as a woman who has any respect whatsoever for this Eric Von Hessler. It's going to hurt her brand somehow.
Totally.
What else? Well, let's run through these open mics.
I'll play.
People say we don't play them enough.
I'll play this distracting open mic since you guys have it on your top of your mind.
Eric Von Hessler. There are two kinds of people in the world, and I suggest you avoid both of them. Good day.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Wouldn't you like to know who they were?
It's just,
well, too bad.
That was the joke, I think.
Yes, but Tim Andrews is slow.
Autumn was all over it. She didn't like the joke, but I think she knew it was a joke. She just didn't like the joke.
That's
now that I know
professionals, honey.
Now that I know it's a joke, I don't like it either.
Okay. It sounded like that Irish, is that George Galloway or whatever? Is he Irish or English?
It did sound like that, but we have that guy. He's been calling since we started.
Oh, really?
He's either Scottish or Irish. I don't know.
He doesn't like us a lot of times, right?
And then sometimes he does.
And then sometimes he does.
See, that's what. Look, he's still listening. That's what matters. And I don't say that in a way like, ha ha. I mean, it's just, I'm saying that what matters is, he still listens. Sometimes he agrees. Sometimes he disagrees. Most of the time, he probably doesn't even get the point of the show, but he still listens. And that's why.
That's fine.
That's fine. Whatever. Yeah. For whatever. Are you hate listening? Guess what? I still get bonuses for that.
Yeah,
so
still
keep
listening.
going. Keep going. All right.
As long as you understand 33.3% of the show, you're good. We'll keep on. You can keep on listening.
33 point thing. Interesting.
33.3%.
33 and a third, kind of the same as the RPMs on a turntable.
I did not intend for it to be that, but yes, we can call it that.
You may want to get into the vinyl thing that's going on right now. Because
the vinyl revolution.
Is it the vinyl revolution? Is it really?
I thought the first one.
The Taylor Swift album.
Oh, yeah, in 937 different varieties. And somehow he figured out that she's number one. I wonder how that happened.
I went into a vinyl store on Saturday, and I was blown away at how expensive they are. I mean, even if I wanted to get into
about $30 a disc, something like that.
I was seeing like 35, like a little higher than 30. But I mean, that's a lot for me to jump into a hobby like that. I would love to jump into the vinyl game.
Go to a used
Just remember,
record store.
Don't get new ones. The new ones aren't real anyway.
Tom Petty refused to put an album out once because the record company was going to use that album, Hard Promises, to jump the price $1 from $7.99 to $8.99, and he held out, and he won. And
wow.
It came out at $7.99, and they just chose another one, and by the middle of the year, it was $8.99 anyway. But
dang it, Tom!
Hey, he did what he could.
He was ahead of his time,
man.
I think they went to Giorgio Moroder, and he was like, "Yeah, charge another $1. I don't care." I don't care. But just showing from $7.99 to $8.99, it was seen as a shock, and now we're definitely between $30 and $40 for vinyl.
It's a lot.
I don't even know why I buy it. I like it. I look at it. I enjoy playing it.
Well, it's nice to have a physical
reminds
copy.
me of the old days.
You're worried about it getting altered.
Well, there's that too. Yeah, I gotta. They might alter that Boston album. I gotta have one myself.
My Frampton Comes Alive.
Yeah, who knows what they
pristine,
might. That's right.
And just as you heard it in the 70s.
Do you have a rolling bar in your record area? Like a 70s rolling bar with various liquors on it and glasses?
No,
and
it's not a lifestyle for me. I don't pretend it's 1974.
Okay. Fondue over in the corner.
Yeah, a beanbag chair. Big headphones that you sit back with.
I actually eat fondue on the beanbag chair with huge headphones. It's very precarious. I have not burnt myself with hot cheese once. Not yet. All right, let's try to get another one in.
Since
We're on an open mic roll here. I feel good about it. Does everybody feel good about it? George Clark?
Oh, yeah. I'm
you
feeling
feel Autumn?
great.
How you feeling about the opening
like
of the
it.
show with the opening? I like it too. Yeah.
I'm open.
Okay. He's still
I
deciding.
said I'm open.
I know. That's a good thing. That's a positive. It's a positive negative. I'm
It's
open.
not as positive as he'd want you to be.
Well, no. That's fine. He's
like,
still.
no.
he's
Overall,
still-
I'm positive about
Listen,
everything.
I'm not
Okay.
Putin.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
open?
Putin.
Oh, great.
I'm not Putin. When I ask, I mean, there's nothing wrong with somebody taking a little more time to decide
We'll
what
see
they
what
believe.
this last one is. Or
Yeah,
this next one.
a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on
okay.
this one.
Yeah,
All right?
I hate you, Eric, you son of a bitch.
But I listen every day. Hey.
You hate Trump, and I know it.
This one's a little critical. Since we're talking music, you were critical of Kendrick Lamar last week, and you said that it just seems like he's arrogant in front of his crowd. Like he doesn't need them anymore.
He's not the only one. There have been arrogant people for a long time. I think I pointed out Bob Dylan along with it.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
And I made the argument. I've seen Kendrick Lamar a couple times, and I would say he actually does a really good job in festival settings. Though I have not seen him since his latest album came out, this open micer wants to weigh in.
Eric and the Doctrinaires, love the show. Eric, love you, bud, but couldn't be wronger about Kendrick Lamar.
More wrong.
I think you need to dive a little deeper into some of his older stuff, and and also, no defense to you, you're old, but
no defense to
you
me.
don't understand hip hop, and that's part of it. But if
Yeah,
you did,
of
I
course.
think you'd love him. I think if you really dug deep, you'd like some of his stuff.
You know what else I don't understand? Like, like
How a phone works.
music from the Middle Ages. Now all of a sudden I'm a technophobe? What
I'm
how
just
a
kidding.
phone
I'm
works?
just kidding.
I don't understand a lot of things, and I guess that's why maybe I don't listen to them or whatever. He just appeared to be very, very arrogant to me during that whole Drake thing, which I found the whole thing. I think it's more like, it's like, really? America loves this diss stuff? I find it to be the opposite of entertaining. It's like negative. There's nothing. I don't care if it's on a reality show and two people don't like each other, or people who are singing or writing songs and dissing each other. It's like, I don't care who wins or loses. I find as soon as you do it, I lose respect for you because I don't appreciate whatever entertainment value that's supposed to add to music or anything else. So I'm not a fan of Drake either. But I felt like by the time he did the Super Bowl, Kendrick Lamar knew that he had smashed that guy. that he had won that so big, and I thought that he walked with that arrogance. And I thought, well, that's not the way I want to make a living. It's just like smashing people down. I don't think that that's, whatever. And then, because I'm not a rap fan, so to speak, like have a bunch of rap albums, then I'm not invested in it. Like, I don't care. So if you diss somebody, I don't care who wins. If I had any respect for you, that drops. Because I don't see what the entertainment value, and I think people are like customers of this stuff. It's like, this is what turns you on, that two artists are dissing each other. That tells me you're not reading a lot of books. And that hurts my heart when I think of the whole country being that easily brought into, no, I'm on Team Drake. No, why are you on any team?
What if Bad Bunny were to
What's going wrong with your life that you've decided to take a side between two multi-millionaire pop stars?
What if Bad Bunny were to diss Taylor Swift? Whose side would you be on?
I would be on nobody's side. I would be on nobody's side. Write songs that make people want to dance. That seems to be the job.
If you're looking for an exceptional Swiss timepiece, visit Terra Fine Jewelry today. They have exceptional Swiss watches from Tag Heuer and the finest selection in Atlanta of pre-owned Rolex. It's where I've been shopping for over 25 years. Terra Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
You gave years, maybe decades to your job. You showed up, worked hard, and planned for retirement. But now, the company's changed. Or maybe you've taken a buyout or been forced into early retirement. So, what happens next? I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you've built up a 401k or thrift savings plan, now is the time to ask, is that money really working for you? Many workplace retirement plans offer limited options and even less guidance. At Trajan Wealth, we help people just like you roll over their accounts into IRAs with more flexibility and personalized investment strategies built around your goals. For households with $500,000 or more, let us build you a personalized plan. We operate on veteran values, service, trust, and doing what's right. Your next chapter starts now. Call Trajan today. 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
Properties come in all shapes and sizes, and so do foundation repairs. Mark Beckham here. It could be new construction, a big house, a small house, or your commercial property. Anyway, you need the leaders in foundation repair to handle it. Get your free estimate at atlantaramjack.com.
It's happening, guys. Your hair's thinning, the crown's disappearing. Hair loss might have you feeling you've lost your identity. It's Mark Arum here. Thankfully, there's Advanced Hair Simple One-Day Treatment. You decide how much, how thick, and where. It's your own natural hair that begins regrowing the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. I've seen Advanced Hair's incredible results with my own eyes. Get your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 3:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Vincent Financial. WSB's top local story, the Water main is fixed in a Forest Park neighborhood, but a massive hole remains. This after the main broke around Longleaf Drive and Pine Creek Road this morning. It also led to a water outage. Now, the main's been fixed, but the road is likely to be closed through tomorrow. The head of Public Works in Forest Park says the wet weather makes repairs a challenge. Carter's, which is the Atlanta-based children's clothing company, says it's going to be closing 150 stores nationwide. The closures will be spread out over roughly 3 years, with the first 100 closing over the remainder of this year and next. Additionally, 15% of staff at the company will be laid off. Delta Airlines plans to launch direct flights from Atlanta to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in about a year. CEO Ed Bastian says it's going to make the airline the first U.S. carrier with a direct link to the Saudi capital. President Trump says he recently had an MRI done during what he calls his semi-annual physical. Asked why, he told reporters on Air Force One to ask the doctors. The MRI comes about 3 months after the White House revealed hand bruising and lower leg swelling are caused by chronic venous insufficiency, when veins have trouble circulating blood to the heart. The man accused of killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk can wear regular clothes during his trial. The Utah judge in the case made his ruling today, adding Tyler Robinson is presumed innocent and potential jurors seeing him in prison attire will be prejudicial.
Defendant's motion to appear in civilian clothing is granted. Defendant's motion to appear without restraints is denied.
While Robinson will be required to wear constraints in court, the media is forbidden to show them. The rulings apply to any in-person hearings, with the next one set for January. It's now 3:32. Live team coverage of traffic and weather starts right now. Alex Williams giving us an update from the WSB 24-hour traffic center.
Hey, Veronica, still watching this big jam on 285 westbound, the outer loop out of Sandy Springs toward Cobb. They've uprighted that overturned box truck on 285 west before I-75 exit 20, still in 3 right lanes, so I encourage you to take 85 south to I-75 northbound as an alternate. Elsewhere, if you're traveling into downtown, 85 southbound, it is getting slower leaving Georgia 400, staying on and off the brakes, 75, 85 southbound down toward I-20. Heads up in Cobb County, we're still dealing with a road closure. Lower Roswell Road is shut down just west of Shadow Lawn Road due to some down power lines. You can use Shadow Lawn Road as your alternate to avoid that closure. This is in East Cobb, east of I-75. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz. Low to mid-50s through the day with an overcast sky and periods of rain. Showers continue tonight, down to 50 by Tuesday morning. Overcast with just a 20% chance of a stray shower tomorrow. High 57.
It is 50 degrees in Brookhaven, 48 in Oakwood, 52 in Midtown Atlanta at 3:33. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
When you come home after being away, you see your home with fresh eyes. And eventually, you'll roll up to your old garage door and finally notice how chipped and faded that rusty old slab really is. But that's the first thing people see when they come visit. A 250 square foot bent aluminum lime green garage door that also squeaks. Welcome to our home. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our design consultants can help you find a strong, quiet, modern garage door that anyone would be proud to come home to. Modern materials that won't crack, dent, or fade. In contemporary styles that showcase your home's design. Call Mo Better Garage and let us show you just how joyful arriving back home can be.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
As the seasons change, temperatures will be dropping. Are you ready? Well, here's how to make sure. Do what I've done for years. Call Ragsdale Heating and Air. This is Scott Slade. With over 10,000 five-star reviews and a 4.9 rating, these are just great people. Many with the company for 10, 20, even 30 years. And they always leave my heating and air systems working better, like making sure I have clean filters when I forget to change them. Well, now's a great time for your fall furnace safety inspection and cleaning. Ragsdale's $79 heating tune-up offer will make sure you're ready to host all your friends in comfort for the big games. And if you're ready for a new furnace, Ragsdale's offering monthly payments as little as $119 a month for a brand new Carrier home comfort system through October. You'll also enjoy Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. It's Ragsdale's own warranty, completely bonded with the state of Georgia. And did you know Ragsdale can install a whole home generator to keep you powered up even during storm season? Schedule your visit at RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Ragsdale's the name I know you can trust. Ragsdale and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Is that aimed toward me? I'm Not Angry by Elvis Costello, George Clark. Are you? You know, a lot of people said that when he sang I'm Not Angry, that meant for a fact that he definitely was still angry. Is this some sort of meta commentary on the Von Haessler doctrine and its host, George Clark? Maybe. It's okay. All right.
Maybe.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that you're not angry about this world around you, Eric. Well, I don't look at it enough to be angry. I think that's what I'm taking. I'm not quite Autumn Fisher. I have a whole different set of, like my body's very different than Autumn Fisher.
You don't have breasts.
I don't have breasts, and she doesn't have my charisma.
Yeah.
We're not the same person, but
not one person can have it all.
Right. If I had, let's
Breast
face
and
it,
charisma.
if you could take her breast and my charisma, put it together, that person would take over the world, of course. So it's a good thing that it has been spread out between people. But I'm taking the Autumn Fisher tack here a little bit, which is to just try to ignore the really hard news as much as possible, with the idea being, what the hell am I going to do about it? Well, you've got a microphone, Eric. Oh, you mean I can ruin my show? I can run the audience away by every day showing up talking about how this is wrong and that is wrong. Well, you know what? The most important thing to me is how Autumn Fisher feels about me. And I have not been successful at that. But the second most important thing to me is the show. And I think I have been successful with trying to navigate these times. We're probably losing some MAGA people because their idea is not only, it's almost like the Black Lives Matter stuff. It's not good enough to not be, for a MAGA person, it's not good enough that maybe you're not railing on on Trump all the time. You're not good unless you're showing up every day talking about how great he is. Remember how Black Lives Matter was? It's not enough if you're not a racist. You're still a racist if you don't go out and condemn other people and talk about how great Black Lives Matter is. In a weird way, MAGA has become the same way. It's not enough that you generally, let Trump be Trump. But at this point, it's a purity test. So, who's coming on the air and every day talking about how wonderful this man is?
I don't hear enough praise.
Yeah, the praise. That becomes the standard as to whether you're in or out. So I would imagine just being objective about what's going on has lost us a few in the MAGA crowd. But as I've said before, and I don't say this like, dismissing everybody, but I've already been paid and probably made most of the money I'm going to make in my career in radio, so it's okay. At this point, I could just be honest.
Listen, people in talk radio work until their 90s, Eric. You might be just beginning.
Not me.
You might be just halfway there, man.
Not me. 67, 68, I would say at the most. 64, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We do have an open micer that is acting as the voice of MAGA, if you'd like to hear it.
Oh, do I really
it's a
need
joke.
it?
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
He's having fun with it.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be hilarious.
I'm sure it will be. Can't we come up with our own jokes? Do we have to rely on the audience?
Yes, we rely on the audience. We care about the audience.
All right.
Von Haessler, this is MAGA Man, and I just want to say that you're just jealous that Trump makes a better shock jock than you ever did.
How's that?
And also, why does any woman ever need the West Wing of the whole wing of the White House? She's just going to turn it into a closet anyway.
It's the East Wing, buddy.
It
Nice
is,
try.
yeah. By the way, yeah. If you're gonna go for a misogyny, I think everybody understands this. Misogyny, the how good and successful it can be, or how funny it can be, has to be based in truth and reality. So you can't get the wing of the White House wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, you just kind of like the whole idea is supposed to be, women aren't good enough.
Yeah, women are stupid.
so-
they have closets.
Yeah, right. So, but you tear away from that punchline when people recognize, oh, this guy's a dip S because he actually got the wing wrong.
Cool. He
Yeah.
got one thing cool. It's the Donald Trump doctrine. And I don't have doctrinaires. It's just me rapping at you for 4 hours.
about
talking
Rubio
about
and
I
JD?
don't want him. I don't need Rubio.
What about JD? He's not a doctor.
Look, it's just the Donald Trump, the DTD.
Donald Trump.
TDTD, the Donald Trump doctor.
There you
that
go.
works.
That's
doesn't
right.
it?
TDTD.
I don't know, but
Something along those lines. So you're just shock jock and you're.
we have a wheel of meat. We have some broads coming in. We're gonna
Some broads.
got some ladies, some chicks.
She's like hotter than everybody. Kill a couple people on a boat, and just
Well,
tell
you know what we do is we invite a listener to come in. They can press the button. If they hit the boat, they get a new car.
Now that's good entertainment and great
How
shock
will they
jockery.
know? How will they know if they're terrorists or drug smugglers? Or
That's not the point. The point is that they blow up the boat.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is- what's wrong
so
with
does it
this one?
matter?
Well, there'll be no, because Trump will tell them that they're terrorists.
She cannot come onto the meal of wheat. Or the wheel of meat.
The meal of
the
wheat.
meal of wheat.
Neither. We're doing both.
There's an influencer on TikTok I follow.
That's
the
right.
meal of wheat. It's everything.
Thank you guys. I harvested this wheat and I put it on the wheel. Just
Okay,
now.
that's
It's
fantastic.
fresh.
Do you ever have any, with a camp counselor when you were younger, like a lady? Like, talk about it.
What?
Well, yeah, that's just.
Do you ever do any dirty movies? Take any pictures? What are you doing?
Shock jock,
I'm here
Donald
for
Trump.
this is the meal of wheat.
Are you on OnlyFans?
Not the-
OnlyFans, by the way, one of the greatest. They're tariff proof.
They are tariff proof. She's the hottest one in the room right
She
now.
is.
She's the only lady.
That's right. She's here.
Did you see Trump
She's breathing?
Did you see Trump dancing with Malaysian performers as
Oh,
he got off
yes.
the
Oh, I did
plane?
not.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. It's nice to see him drop the whhole royalty thing and just, shake his tail feather with the people of
He
Malaysia.
had a few more moves in the YMCA dance. I was
It was
proud of
kind of.
him.
It was the YMCA. He looked like who was the guy before Putin in Russia? I'm blanking on his name.
Oh, Gorbachev.
No, the guy between Gorbachev, the guy who.
Oh, Yeltsin.
Yeltsin.
Always drunk.
When he got, remember when he was, he would get drunk and he would start like, leading the band.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
there would be a band and he'd pick up a little baton and start leading them.
Awesome.
And there was a moment there that I reminded myself, well, Trump doesn't drink. I mean, I don't know what drugs he's on for whatever conditions he has. But there was a moment there where he looked a little woozy while he was doing this, but having a little bit of fun. There's only music. The band, he gets off and the band's playing. He stands there, and he looks at him, and then he starts the Trump thing. Yeah, one hand here, what up?
Point at
Hey,
you,
point.
you.
Point at people. Yeah.
Wow.
And then right at the point that I thought, has he lost his mind? He then just stopped and kind of looked at them as if he actually did it for fun.
All right, I did enough.
Is that enough? Was there something about this particular band that got you moving?
They were all just having a wonderful time, and I figured I would join in and also dance.
Do we love Malaysia?
Do we
music?
love Malaysia? Look, don't spit anywhere. But
I like
love
that.
it otherwise.
Little jet lag dance right there. I like that.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
It was it was a little different from, I guess maybe, he's not in America, so he's not going to do the American dance.
Right. He's got to switch it up.
This is his foreign travel dance.
This is fat guy who can't move a lot, just flailing his arms.
Pointing.
There you go. Hello.
You and you.
You all get a car.
Well, let's not get crazy.
He may have fixed his relationship with Elon. That was kind of one of the big things that came out of this foreign trip, at least so far.
I think it's good. I mean, you saw that during Charlie's beautiful tribute. Elon came up. It's good with Elon. I like Elon. I've always liked Elon. Elon's good.
Have you talked to him since the memorial?
On and off a little bit. Yeah, very little. Nothing much. Look, he's a nice guy. And he's a very capable guy. I've always liked him. He had a bad spell. He had a bad period. He had a bad moment. It was a stupid moment in his life.
Criticizing
Stupid,
Trump, I believe.
I'm sure he'd tell you that. But I like Elon. and I suspect I'll always like him.
Was that the Elon? When did you realize that criticizing Trump was a really bad move?
I thought that.
We only have a couple.
I thought that maybe if you the time when I was critical of how the White House was proceeding with certain things, and then I went in public and publicly called him out and criticized him. That was not a good time.
Yeah, for you. So you're saying that was the wrong thing. That was a mistake.
I
for
should
you.
have. You know what I should have? I should have kept my mouth shut and gracefully exited Doge.
Yeah.
And
so you found out that being president of the United States automatically makes you're in a pulpit that's bullier than the richest man in the world. You thought because you were the richest man in the world,
yeah,
you got the high hill. You're going to win everything.
What I thought is that I could take so I thought I could probably take ketamine and run the country, but it did not work out.
The whole country's in a K-hole, by the way. Thank you very much.
So it
really
works.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That's good that they're mending their relationship. I'm happy.
I like at the end.
I like him a little. He's okay.
He says,
I don't know.
what did you say at the end? He says, like,
it's a stupid moment for him.
I believe that I suspect that I'll continue to like him. Meaning, I suspect that he's not going to go after me again. If he doesn't, I'll continue to like him.
When you need to know.
This story is developing in Atlanta.
When you want to know.
Severe weather is on its way.
When you have to know.
We'll alert you as soon as this closure clears.
Get notifications
from your source for news.
Get the WSB Radio app.
Download it from your app store today.
Hi, I'm Becca, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As an in-house designer, I can't wait for you to see our incredible selection of stylish and stackable rings. If you're shopping for your wedding bands, we have high-quality designs for every style and budget, from romantic to modern. If you're looking to add to a stack, your options are endless. Discover styles with clusters of gemstones, sleek all-metal designs, updated cigar bands, and signet rings perfect for an engraving. Because a friend knows you like options. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Do you have an unused vehicle sitting in your driveway? Imagine turning it into a new beginning. When you donate your car, truck, or van to Tommy Nobis Center, you're helping people with disabilities get the training and support they need to enter the workforce and build successful careers. Your vehicle donation fuels real change, giving people a chance to achieve independence and purpose. And it's easy. We'll handle everything from pickup to paperwork. Plus, it's tax deductible. Donate today at TommyNobisCenter.org. Make a difference, one vehicle at a time.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan. Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country. Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
With tons of great options to fit every household, choosing Scana Energy as my family's natural gas provider was as easy as pie. Which brings me to a much harder choice. Which of Mama Bear's homemade pies should I try? Pumpkin, pecan, or freshly baked sweet potato? Might have to try a bite of each and then decide. Sign up with Scanna today and save up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANNA or visit scannaenergy.com/warm for details. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Hey friends, have you filed an insurance claim for a roof replacement only to be denied? Are you not sure what to do? You're not alone. Dr. Roof here to help. Hey, it's Mark Aram. Dr. Roof specializes in reviewing the storm damage and getting your roof replaced. They've been around for over 37 years and can help you with all of your options. Don't settle for a denied or partial insurance claim. Get the roof you deserve with Dr. Roof online at drroof.com.
I feel like I do have to throw this out there, and people just need to be on guard. You know, this whole nonsense about Trump running for a third term, he cannot do that. I mean, it's an amendment to the Constitution. The only thing you can do is pass another amendment to the Constitution, which if they want to get that going, they got to start it like yesterday, because even if you've got momentum, it takes a good long time to amend the Constitution. So I don't see that being a way that the Constitution is going to be amended so that Trump can run again. Now, he was coy about it, been asked about it. A lot of times the headlines are kind of stupid. He refuses to say, and then you listen to it, and it's like, he didn't really say anything there. But this is a disturbing thing. I should have picked this up. I saw Steve Bannon over the weekend giving an interview to somebody, I don't know what. And he was like, there's going to be a third term. And the people said, well, yeah, but that's against the law. And he said, well, we have a plan, and it's going to work. And then he mentioned that the reason that Trump is going to get a third term is because he is anointed by God. He is divine. God has, through Donald Trump, and he even mentions, he doesn't go to church and maybe he's not a very good Christian. So this is the one God's going to. But beyond the fact, I'll say something controversial here. Even if God did do that, in this country, we are bound by an earth document called the Constitution of the United States. And that's what's going to prevail. Not people saying that, and who is Steve Bannon to decide that Donald Trump is divine? If God cared about Steve Bannon, he wouldn't have such a large gin blossom, obviously.
Trump doesn't even like him anymore.
I don't know, whatever. If he's trying to raise his brand or whatever. But if we have one single actual reporter left, not somebody who gets really excited because they can tell you about somebody else who was bullied, but a real reporter, nothing from now until 28, but what's that plan? Say what, Steve Bannon, and what exactly is that plan, and who's behind it? Because I want to know if people in the White House are behind it, or is this just Steve Bannon on a bourbon binge? Donald Trump is not God's candidate, and Donald Trump is not going to serve a third term. These are two things that are 100% true. Now, does God dislike Donald Trump? I have no idea. But God doesn't get involved in American elections.
Yeah.
So, and if he does, it's not for us to know it.
Or she.
She, or whatever. Whatever. I'm just saying, if God decides who the next president of the United States is, here's the thing you need to understand. God never needs your help to get anything done. Never need. Sorry to tell you that. If God wants something to happen, it just happens. God does not need you to go out and register vote. God does not need your help
to
get anything
one
done.
Of us.
As was sung so wonderfully.
Yes.
So back in the 90s.
God's not one of us.
That's right. Oh, I think it was What If God Was one of
Yeah.
them.
I know,
but I'm remembering.
Do you know?
I'm remembering.
Okay, Tim,
Yeah, I know.
did you get that joke?
Yes, I did.
Autumn, that's an interesting observation.
Now we'll move on.
I figured that God
It's
needed
just
a
as simple.
crowdsource.
It's
He
just as
doesn't-
simple, MAGA. It's just as simple. He's not running. He's not going to have a third term because that's against the law. And I know you don't think any laws anymore apply to you, but you're about to learn that they do. It's that simple. Enjoy this term of Trump. I'm not against everything he's doing. And if I was for every single thing that he was doing, I would still know for a fact that it would be wrong for him to run for a third term. And so do you. So do you. So Eric Von Hassler says that's not going to happen.
Now, Trump did mention it while he was on Air Force One
Well,
heading
you
to Asia.
pulled this thing. What he's talking about is very kind of obscure. It's a weird kind of thing. Some people, and he has mentioned that what he could do is J.D. Vance could run. And then once J.D. Vance wins, turn it over to him. He will have run as the vice president. But it turns out, and it's on the airplane, it's just not, it turns out that there are rules against that as well, because you can't trick the Constitution into becoming president of the United States. There's verbiage that keeps that from happening. It's just, do what you're going to do now. MAGA, your guy's in now. Why are you talking about 2030? Why are you doing that? And then tell me you're not in a cult. Come on. You voted for somebody. You wanted him back. He's back. He's got 4 more years, just like everyone else since Eisenhower. All right? Because that's just the way that it is. MAGA, you are bound by the laws of the United States of America. So just do everything you're going to do. You're already doing it. You're showing no regard whatsoever for any checks or balances. Fine. That's what you wanted. That's what you vote for. That's what you've got. You've got it until January of 2029, and not a second more than January 20th at noon, 2029. I'm sorry to tell you that, but stop it. Stop wasting your time with this nonsense. It's nonsense. By the way, MAGA people, if we can so easily ignore this amendment, why can't we ignore the Second Amendment? Well, you guys are very, very strong about how the Second Amendment is sacrosanct. Good luck telling the American people that the Second Amendment's sacrosanct, but this amendment that you don't like isn't. Once you start messing with amendments, oh, but wait a minute, you don't want to hear about the realities of the world. You just love this guy.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Okay, some good news during a challenging time for everybody, and this could really help. You may know hundreds of thousands of people have already made the switch to Medi-Share, which is the affordable alternative to health insurance. And with so many people looking at how they're paying for healthcare right now, seeing premiums going up and the cost of healthcare, Medi-Share has a special offer, and a lot of people are taking advantage of it. Just apply by October 31st, and they'll waive your new member fee. You're saving $100 right off the bat. That's just the start. Obviously, the typical family saves up to $500 a month after making the switch. And Medi-Share is a Christian community that shared more than $9 billion in medical bills over the years. It's worked beautifully for decades. I'll give you the number here in a second. If you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Just tell them the promo code SHARE to get your additional savings too. Here it is. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today. 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Annuities not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at trajanwealth.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
It's 4 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour is brought to you by QC Kinetics. WSB's top local story: the cause of a road collapse in Forest Park is fixed, but the road itself still closed to drivers. A water main break crumbled the street at Longleaf Drive and Pine Creek Road. Videos from the scene shows the entire roadway caved in this morning.
At the current time, because of the rain, it will remain closed throughout the night, and a response team will respond tomorrow to conduct more permanent repairs.
It also left some people without water for a while. Forest Park's Department of Public Works Director Anton Matthews says the road will remain closed until at least Tuesday. It's 53 degrees now in Midtown Atlanta. Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz expects showers and clouds throughout the day with highs in the mid-50s. Tonight's low will drop to right around 50. Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast is coming up. With the government shutdown now in its 27th day, Congresswoman Lucy McBath says Georgians are feeling the impact.
Too many families are being forced to choose between paying their mortgage or paying for their health care.
Democrats continue to vote against Republican proposals to reopen the government because they want an extension of Affordable Care Act tax credits, the loss of which would impact millions. From license plate readers to home security cameras, technology aids in crime solving. This we know. Sometimes, though, it helps victims help themselves.
A man's valuable musical equipment was left in his car while he was moving, and someone stole it. Fortunately, the musician had placed an AirTag with the items and traced them to a guitar center in Marietta.
He did everything correct. He contacted authorities. We were able to confront the individual that had those items, and that individual will now face charges for being in possession of stolen items.
Chuck McPhillamy with Marietta Police says while it doesn't always work flawlessly, an AirTag can play a role in finding stolen items. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Ontario Premier Doug Ford says he has no regrets about running that TV ad during the World Series, which made President Trump so mad. It featured former President Reagan talking about the pitfalls of tariffs.
Ronald Reagan was a free trader. He didn't believe in tariffs. Protectionism is the worst thing for any country, especially the U.S. and Canada.
A tariff is a tax paid for by the business which is importing the product or service, and it's often passed on to us, the consumer. President Trump says he recently had an MRI done during what he calls his semi-annual physical. Asked why, he told reporters on Air Force One to ask the doctors. The MRI comes about 3 months after the White House revealed hand bruising and lower leg swelling and the president have caused by chronic venous insufficiency. That's when veins have trouble circulating the blood to the heart. A rare Category 5 hurricane bears down on Jamaica. Melissa has winds of 175 miles per hour with even stronger gusts. That makes Melissa the strongest storm on planet Earth this year. Jamaica is ordering a mandatory evacuation. Delta Airlines plans to launch direct flights from Atlanta to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in about a year. CEO Ed Bastian says that will make Delta the first U.S. carrier with a direct link to the Saudi capital. Now, Saudi Arabia's Minister of Tourism calls this a significant milestone in strengthening global connectivity, says it's going to open new doors for tourism there. The flights will operate 3 times a week starting next October. Lines wrap around the shopping center as a new Trader Joe's opens in Peachtree City. Police Lieutenant Chris Hyatt tells WSB social media indicated this would be big, so officers got ready.
We were able to develop a traffic plan to help mitigate, obviously, the hazards for the anticipated pedestrian traffic and such around that area.
Hyatt notes they've been through something like this before, though. That was when Chick-fil-A got to town. Deli Express barbecue pulled pork sandwiches are being recalled over a choking hazard. They may have plastic in them. The sandwiches were sold nationwide between January 16th and October 23rd of this year. A Minnesota man is arrested by the feds, accused of using social media to put out a bounty on Attorney General Pam Bondi. Tyler Avalos allegedly put up a TikTok post saying there was a $45,000 reward for Bondi, wanted dead or alive, preferably dead. The post had only 6 likes. It's 4:04. The Von Haessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. But first, we're starting off with live team coverage of traffic and weather as the rush hour starts to really pick up. Alex Williams, what are we seeing out there on this gloomy day?
We are seeing a jam on 285 westbound, the outer loop through Sandy Springs, Veronica, all due to an overturned box truck crash. All the cleanup now pretty much on the right shoulder, 285 westbound before I-75, exit 20, right there over the Chattahoochee River, leaving Sandy Springs into Cobb, but you expect those delays to stay in place throughout the afternoon. If you're trying to make your way out of Buckhead into Midtown, you're seeing the brake lights, 400 southbound slowing right around Lennox Road, trying to get onto I-85 southbound once you get down to 17th Street. It's just on and off the brakes so far this afternoon, 75-85 southbound getting down to I-20, and DOT reports a new stall in the right lane into Cab, I-20 westbound before Wesley Chapel Road exit 68. Delays starting to stretch back to the mall at Stonecrest. From the Cool Carrier Traffic Center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitt. Temperatures hold in the 50s today with overcast sky, breezy, gusts to 30 miles an hour, and periods of rain continuing. We'll have some showers overnight, then mainly dry tomorrow. Overcast, but just a 20% chance of a shower on Tuesday. Low 50, high 57.
It is 52 degrees now in Hapeville, 50 in Roswell, and 53 in Midtown Atlanta at 4:05. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Haessler Doctrine begins right now. There's a study. They did a study on traffic patterns in different cities in the United States. This comes out of Texas, so I don't know how much
Texas A&M at that, too,
Yeah.
so you got to really kind of put it
Agriculture and manufacturing? Sounds to me like you're biting off a little more than you can chew, Texas. Pick one or the other. Aggie or Manu. According to this study, they found the heaviest traffic day in Atlanta, post-pandemic in this world that we live in now. Thursday. I thought it might be Wednesday, but by my anecdotal driving in to work.
Thursdays are the worst mornings to take my son to school because it seems like the traffic is doubled from Wednesday and way more than Friday.
So in the study, they pointed out something that's kind of interesting, which is there's actually more traffic on the roads on Fridays. But for some reason, the patterns flow better, I guess.
Why?
I think Thursday is everybody's got to go to work one day a week or something, and they're all just jumping in their car, and it's maybe not as coordinated.
They have the traditional rush hour hours on Thursday compared to Friday, where people have the flexibility to leave at noon, maybe do half the day at home, maybe do the early half at home and come to work later. There's more flexibility on
calling
Fridays.
in sick.
Well, that's
True.
always an option. It's a weird thing for me because I think that the country's better off if most people are getting up every day, taking a shower, getting ready to present themselves to the world and going to work. I think that that's just better for society all the way around. But I like my commute since on most days, especially Monday and Tuesdays, I just drive right through.
I know it's a breeze.
There's like nothing on the connector. So, and that's how much I care, ladies and gentlemen. I'm willing to make my own personal commute worse, understanding the macro that what's good for society is that most people on most days wake up, take a shower, make themselves in what they think is presentable to others, and go to work for a few hours. That's when society is thriving and at its best. I could do this show every day from home. I don't. It's better to come in to see people. Well, the ones who are here. Autumn. But, I like seeing and saying hello to Bill Caiaccio every day and seeing Shelley Winter when he comes in. There's something to that, and something is being lost.
When you see Aram, though, you're like,
Well, Aram and I have had our troubles going back for a number of years now. Yeah, he's been bullying me since I was in high school. It's a long story. I don't even know how he got in touch with me, and I never went to high school. That's how unlikely this whole story is. All I know is I've had to live it. That's all I know. But I would gladly have to deal with a little more traffic to know that my society was better off with most people waking up every day, taking a shower, in their own mind, making themselves presentable to others, and then having to go deal with others for a few hours a day or a lot of hours a day. Like everybody's shrinking into their own homes. Like, do you really have a job if you never leave your house or your apartment or your bedroom? Is that really, you call it a job? I don't call it a job. It's something that pays the bills, but it ain't a job.
What's the difference?
The difference is a job is more than paying your bills. A job is because of things that are outside of your control, you find yourself in a building with a bunch of other people and you had nothing to do with choosing them. So it wasn't done because you like them or anything. And this is how your mind expands. You're forced into situations with people that you otherwise would not have put yourself into that situation. A lot of people who do the remote working say, yeah, but I have my whatever club and we go and we do that. These are all people you've chosen to be around because they're kind of like you and they like the things that you like. When you walk into the old-fashioned way of going to a job, you're chosen by the same people who choose everyone else. And whether the other people like the fact that you're joining the team, that doesn't matter. You're joining the team. They got to figure out how to work it out. And whether or not you like the new person joining the team, doesn't matter. You got to work it out. And it's in the working it out that you create friendships that are unlikely, that you find out what you really like. Maybe I don't even want to work here anymore. Maybe it's not the person. All of these things that don't happen when you're in your bedroom at work, that can't happen. And I think it's important that people bang up against people that are nothing like them. It makes your mind grow. And you might bang up against them and find out, I don't like that person at all. That's very likely.
Can I bring my laundry to work, though, so that way I can get my laundry done like I did when I worked at home?
Well, that would be no, because we have to retrain you.
We don't have a company laundry machine?
No, we have to retrain you into the idea that work and home are two different things.
What about a company
Both
dishwasher?
very legitimate. Both very legitimate.
Can I take care of myself during a Zoom meeting when I'm in the
No, you're going to have to leave those old foolish ideas
Some say
to
that's
the pandemic.
possible.
Well, I mean, you could do it depending on the law.
Politicians have said that's possible.
Politicians have said that it's possible to do that at work?
They've done it at work.
Who did it? Who did it?
It was that guy, right? He was caught.
Jeffrey Toobin. Don't forget about him.
Oh yeah. Well, he's not a politician. He was a writer. Yeah,
Right.
or
Oh,
a
my bad.
CNN guy. Yeah, Jeffrey Toobin. How's his career going? What's he doing? This
He's
Jeffrey
still
Toobin?
working.
It's not at CNN. They tried to bring him back, and I guess behind the scenes.
Well, they got that guy that looks just like him.
By the way, if I was him before every hit on CNN, I'd say, I want to point out, I look like that guy, but I'm not that guy.
I know what you're thinking,
I'm
but
a
that's
heavy
not me.
guy. I'm a heavy dude, about the same age, wearing kind of the same glasses. I get it, but I want you to know, I know the difference between work and play. Jeffrey Toobin, he was a piece of work before then, though. There were all kinds of things that the media never let you know about that guy. That you had to go to like alternate channels to find out.
I didn't know. What did
he was
do?
a bit of a sick. I'm remembering some of it. I know that his favorite sexual position is putting his hands into the same formation that a boxer would. I'm trying to, kind of.
Okay.
What's it? Yeah, that was his favorite sexual position. I knew that.
Oh.
And he went at there was this guy, Jeff Greenfield, I think. He used to show up all the time on ABC This Week and stuff like that. And Toobin, I don't know, got mixed up with his wife or his kid or so. I don't know. It's all out there. George Clark can find it. The messy sex life of Jeffrey Toobin.
Wow.
Bring that up.
That guy that you just mentioned that he messed around with some family member of his, that guy was one of the co-creators of National Lampoon.
Was he?
Yes, he was.
Oh, so many years ago
Jeffrey
when
Greenfield,
he was younger?
Yeah.
Well, he was kind of like a conservative, kind of center-right guy on This Week. Now he's probably just old and hanging out like I should be, enjoying life. Enjoying life as an old man. Yesterday I was in my hot tub. After my Bills
Must
had
be
won
nice.
40-9, and I felt good.
Double flex.
Before tonight, where I have to see that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are 9 billion times better than my favorite team. After that game yesterday, it was fantastic. I was in my hot tub. It was raining. I was sitting there. It was raining on me. I had the Red Zone channel on my iPad while I was in my hot tub while it was raining.
No different than me being in the shower with my phone.
No, it's very different.
Nope.
Oh, it couldn't be more different.
How?
Well,
One's
I don't
a
know.
tub, one standing?
No, I don't know.
You're sitting?
I got to think of how, but I'm telling you right now that it's very, very different.
With rain pouring on you, it's absolutely different.
I was relaxing.
Totally different.
I wasn't cleaning myself.
Okay.
Becoming hygiene.
Neither was I. Sometimes I just hang out in there.
She just gets in there for fun.
It's going to take me a while to figure out exactly why, but I know for a fact that it's very different.
All right, just
It's
put
not
on
the
the
same.
record that there's a difference.
There is a large, major difference.
Okay.
I was outside. I was I was breathing the air from outside. I wasn't breathing.
That's different.
I doubt you even have a fan that can remove the. You have a fan?
I even have a lamp.
A lamp.
In my shower.
You got a lamp in your shower? Can you do your taxes while you're in there? Do you
Hey,
go
yeah,
in
I've
there
got a
with-
desk.
A forest scented candle too.
It's
Oh,
one of
look, I'm
those-
outside.
One of those green with the glass green shade. What do they call those lamps? The desk lamp.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chink.
She's doing all of her good. I guess when you've got kids that are so out of control as hers.
Yeah.
I guess you go in the shower if you
Me
want.
time.
It's me
Yeah.
time. I understand.
They only one
Okay.
bathroom though, so they still come in.
Didn't we hear her
Yell
I
it.
hope only doing number one. I don't want the other happening while I'm in the shower. That can't happen. I don't care if you're a kid or what. Doesn't. And by the way, get a second bathroom.
I can't.
Do it. Just
I
do
can't.
it. No, yes, you can. Hey.
Hey.
Can't is
That's
for
not-
quitters.
Yeah, that's not a doer's attitude.
I'm
You
unable
be a
to at this
doer.
moment.
No,
Put a
but you
bucket in
can.
the kitchen.
You tell the
That's my
kids.
second bathroom.
Tell the kids. Didn't we hear Autumn yelling at her kids the other day?
She texted us.
Oh, yeah.
and I heard you.
Voice to
I was
text.
trying to do a voice, and you're just like,
Because
I don't get it.
Ice
Just-
cream guy was here,
Okay,
and
you
they
gotta-
needed money, and it was like, I am on the air. I was in the middle of doing something.
yes. Why can't they get that point? Why can't
don't know.
Why can't it just be? There's 4 hours. We just don't. Not even 4 hours, because during breaks
Oh
you
no!
can walk out
During
of
the
there.
long breaks, I come out and I
Yeah.
check on them, make sure everything's cool.
Yeah, just say, look, this is the way it is. The next time that happens, nobody's getting anything for the next 5 years.
I can't promise I'll
Nothing.
be able to do that.
Get it from your father, because you're not getting it from me.
That's right.
Let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex says there's trouble on 285 South in Smyrna.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric. Yeah, we're glad the rain's tapered off a little bit, but we're still with our trouble spots. This one's going to be a stall in the center lane, 285 southbound, the outer loop, Paces Ferry Road, exit number 18. It is knocking out the center lane. We're watching the brake lights fill in behind it back toward I-75. Also, better news in Sandy Springs behind that crash, 285 westbound, the outer loop, that earlier crash we had before I-75, that has all cleared up, so delays slightly starting to improve as you leave Georgia 400. And in Cobb County, we also have been dealing with a road closure due to power lines down, lower Roswell Road just west of Shadow Lawn Road. That's where traffic has been diverted to use Shadow Lawn as your alternate. Traffic brought to you by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. From the Cool Day Carrier Traffic Center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Mark Aram knows how to talk with Atlanta and bring you the news about Atlanta.
Passenger van that caught fire outside of the world's busiest airport.
And when news breaks around the world,
We got a big meeting between Vladimir Putin and President Trump.
you can count on 95.5 WSB and the power of ABC News to bring you the story.
Joining us from ABC News in London, Patrick Reevell.
Local stories and a worldwide reach.
Every day we have new breaking news.
Mark Aram, ABC News and 95.5 WSB. Tomorrow at 9.
Wall cracks, window stuck, could be a foundation problem. Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and our estimators are thoroughly trained to get you the proper evaluation for your home. Schedule your free assessment with the foundation repair experts at atlantaramjack.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. and how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Cooler temperatures mean planting time. Ashley Frasca for NG Turf, Atlanta's premium sod supplier. NG Turf offering Rebel Supreme Fescue and now Sunbelt and Southern Blue. Bluegrass blends that are cold hardy and keep their deep green color year round. Shop at ngturf.com.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied. It's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria. And of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now starting from $229, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
For many of you, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing, and maybe hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. Well, I got good news. It's Advanced Hair's incredible yet simple one-day treatment that starts regrowing your own natural hair the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's Mark Arum back with you. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what about regrowing your hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow, it's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, and I've seen their results, friends. For your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts, call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Well, it looks like that NBA gambling scandal is starting to leach over into the NFL a little bit. Antonio Gates, apparently, longtime Charger.
Tight end. He was great.
He apparently was a host of one of these big poker games where they had X-ray tables where they could read your cards even when they were laying flat on the table.
Yeah, a James Bond movie.
Yeah. And now Antonio Gates. Now, the question is, Antonio Gates said, I went to, they asked me to bring some friends. The question here is going to be, did you leave a paper trail? Did you leave a text trail? Because everybody's going to say, I played at the game. I was there, but I didn't know about the big thing that was going on. Did you leave a trail? And then obviously, was a large infusion of cash put into your checking account at any time adjacent to these things. But I think that most people are going to say, I was there, because I can't deny that, but I didn't know what was going on. Now, everybody can't know what's going on. So there is a possibility that you get some high rollers who are famous, who have friends who are high rollers, and you get them involved in just what they think is a great game, possibly not knowing what was going on. But it's going to be hard to know if there was no text trail. Some people are going to get away with it. And some people aren't, because there's going to be a cash infusion right next to a game, or they left some sort of text thread with somebody where they're working this kind of stuff out.
Did you notice that ESPN had all the headlines about all these scandals on their website, and then right below they had the big ad for ESPN Bet?
Yes, of course, because it's not. And there's so much of the money that's being made by media on sports is through gambling right now. That it's going to be in the very beginning of the reckoning that's going to come from people losing all this money. Is not going to be reported all that well, because it's kind of like big pharma money on CNN and Fox and MSNBC. The college and pro, but the sports media in this country is fueled by advertising dollars from gambling platforms. So I don't think they're going to turn on them anytime soon, and it's going to be like the obvious thing. It's interesting. I was thinking about this the other day, how backward we are as a country. People are worried about suicide, so what they say is, don't say the word suicide. And somehow, of course, that does nothing. That doesn't save one single life. It doesn't do anything. But at the same time, hey, don't say the word suicide, but let's encourage everybody to gamble on everything all the time. Hey, we're doing something about suicide. We said people couldn't say the word. And then we encouraged the exact kind of behavior that leads to more of that thing with the word that you don't want to say. If you want to curb suicide, warn everybody when they're young about gambling their lives away, because that adds to, one day you wake up and you've screwed your family and you can't believe what you've done. That's what gambling does to a number of people. Again, I'm a libertarian. I believe you should have the right to squander your money, but that doesn't mean I have to pretend everything's good. And we've only been in a few years now into these major leagues embracing gambling, and we already have, this isn't our first scandal, it's our first big one that looks like, boy, it has legs, and it might eat up a whole bunch of other people that we've heard of in our lifetime. So, but if that's true, if it's the first big scandal, it's what, 4 years in? 5 years into major adoption?
This is just the beginning.
Of course it's just the beginning, because you're talking about money. People will cheat and lie in order to secure more money.
More and more, when I take a step back and I watch all the different games that I do, you have to go back to that very definition at the end. It's a game.
Yes.
It's a game. And so many people treat it like if their team, whether they're betting on them or whether it's their home team, like it's their life. It's like, no. That's not your life. It's a game they're playing.
No,
and you have to be able to pull yourself out of that.
What you should say is it shouldn't be your life.
It shouldn't be,
It very much might be your life, and that's probably the main problem with your life. Alex Williams sees delays through downtown.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. We are watching the brake light battle in full force heading into Midtown out of Buckhead in northeast Atlanta. 400 southbound delays grab you just south of Lenox Road, 85 right around Cheshire Bridge, Lenox, and not going to find much relief until you get on 75, 85 southbound all the way down to I-20. Northbound also sluggish, leaving University Avenue, scattered brake lights up toward Peachtree, Pine Street, and still watching that stall in Smyrna. 285 southbound, the outer loop Paces Ferry Road, exit 18. That's in the center lane, and brake lights there start back before New Northside Powers Ferry, exit number 22. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
When you get hurt on the job, workers' comp should cover lost wages, medical bills, rehabilitation therapy, and more. But the system doesn't make it easy.
Get the strong arm. Call attorney John Foy and Associates.
It pays to know what you're entitled to.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Do you have any idea how often I have used Omaha Steaks products on my front porch for my friends and family? You know, I have guys over on Sunday nights. We watch football, drink some bourbon, have cigars, and I cook. And very often it's a steak platter, and I get it from Omaha Steaks. I make some bread, usually focaccia, and then I'll get the New York strips from Omaha Steaks, maybe some sausages as well, and throw them on the grill and just mix it with the bread. And it's easy to do, and Omaha Steaks makes it so easy. And you can do it too. And right now, get $35 off at Omaha Steaks with promo code ERIC at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. You go to omahasteaks.com. You know, and they're the official sponsor of tailgating right now. It's the perfect time of year to watch football and grill out from Omaha Steaks. I do it. You can too. You go to omahasteaks.com right now. Get $35 off with promo code ERIC, E-R-I-C-K, at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com.
At Shane Company, we've been engagement ring experts for almost 100 years. We have the largest selection of diamonds and gemstones in stock. You don't have to wait to compare them side by side. Find the one that speaks to you at shaneco.com or in store. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
We're having a party and you're invited. Join Centerwell Senior Primary Care for our free grand opening party. Come meet our care team and tour the new center. Plus, food, music, games, and more. Celebrate with Centerwell East Paulding on Wednesday, November 5th, off Charles Hardy Parkway near the Walmart from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Learn more at CometoCenterwellGeorgia.com. That's CometoCenterwellGeorgia.com. We'll see you soon.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 4:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Hoffman Financial Group. WSB's top local story coming from Clayton County, where crews there are working to repair a crumbled road after a water main break in Forest Park. It created a massive hole when the road collapsed at Longleaf Drive and Pine Creek Road. The water main break also cut off fluid to some nearby. Forest Park's Director of Public Works, Anton Matthews, tells WSB the weather does not help when it comes to road repair.
This type of weather definitely will slow down the repairs, but crews are working diligently to make the roads passable.
Matthews says the area will be closed at least until Tuesday. Local food banks, which partner with delivery company DoorDash, are going to have transportation fees waived next month.
DoorDash says this is being done to help food pantry organizations which are bracing for an influx of demand when SNAP benefits expire November 1st. Bagel Rescue here in Atlanta collects leftover baked goods from 77 restaurants across 12 counties. Founder Aaron Steiglitz tells me this is welcome news.
So we can move as much food as many times as we need for no cost at all.
She says they'll use the money they're saving on fees to help the community in other ways. Some 1.4 million Georgians are enrolled in SNAP. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Crowds were wrapped around the building this morning to welcome a new business in Peachtree City.
A Trader Joe's for Peachtree City. Social media indicated it would be big.
It was anticipated to be highly trafficked. We had property management hiring police officers for security purposes.
Peachtree City Police Lieutenant Chris Hyatt says this sort of thing has occurred before.
We went through this with Chick-fil-A when they do their opening, where the first several people get certain things.
Traffic will be monitored to see if any travel patterns need to be changed. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Early voting is now underway for the state Senate seat, which was vacated by Democrat Jason Estevez, who's now running for governor. The District 35 seat covers parts of Cobb and Fulton counties. There are a total of 6 candidates vying for the seat, including 4 Democrats, 1 Republican, 1 independent. Early voting runs through November 14th. Election day is 4 days after that. Amazon is looking to shed as many as 30,000 corporate jobs this week heading into the holiday season. Retail analyst Bert Flickinger says the outlook for brick and mortar stores may be even worse.
This signals the Great Depression of U.S. retail. We've already lost 30,000 retail stores this year. Typically, we only lose about 5,000.
Amazon's pink slips are believed to be compensating for overhiring done during the COVID pandemic. Atlanta police say crime in the city is continuing to trend downward. Deputy Chief Princina Spann tells the City Council's Public Safety Committee.
For our 7-day trend overall, we're down 7%.
But she says there has been a slight uptick in robbery and burglary calls. Spann says APD is working with neighboring jurisdictions now to address those issues and bring the numbers down even more. The number of stillbirths in the United States is higher than previous estimates.
A new Harvard study finds more than 1 in 150 births ends in stillbirth. That's higher than the 1 in 175 that the CDC published as the national average. Researcher Jessica Cohen says there are disparities.
In zip codes with predominantly low-income households and more than 1 in 100 pregnancies in areas with predominantly households that identify as Black.
The study also finds that while most stillbirths had at least one clinical risk factor, a sizable portion had no clinical risk factor. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A new option for women in menopause. The FDA approves a new drug to treat hot flashes without hormones.
A lot of women can't or prefer not to use hormone replacement therapy. And so Linquit, the generic is elinzanetant. This adds another option.
Dr. Celine Gounder says Linquit could be available next month at a cost of about $25 a month. It's 4:34. The Von Hessler Doctrine is straight ahead ahead in a couple of minutes after the break. But before we take you there, we're going to take you to the WSB Traffic Center, where Alex Williams starts off our live team coverage of traffic and weather.
Hey, Veronica. Right now, I'm still watching this stranded motorist stalled out in the center lane in Smyrna, 285 southbound, the outer loop, Paces Ferry Road, exit 18. Delays now stretching back into Sandy Springs. Pretty much slow as you leave 400, trying to get past Truist Park and into the Smyrna Vinings area. Those delays are also starting to trickle back onto 75 southbound, with 75 south slowing, leaving Delk Road, trying to get onto I-285. Over into Cobb County, up into Norcross, 85 northbound. That's a brake light battle from I-285, but things start to improve once you get past Indian Trail Road, exit number 101. From the Cool Day Carrier Traffic Center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz. Low to mid-50s through the day with an overcast sky and periods of rain. Showers continue tonight, down to 50 by Tuesday morning. Overcast, but just a 20% chance of a stray shower tomorrow. High 57.
It's 53 degrees right now at 4:35. More news coming up at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Football season is here and temperatures are starting to drop, so Ragsdale Heating and Air wants to make sure your home is ready for colder weather. It's Ashley Frasca inviting you to get your fall furnace safety inspection and cleaning. Ragsdale's $79 heating tune-up offer will make sure you're ready to host friends and family this season. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust. Make sure you never miss a game with a whole home generator from Ragsdale to keep you powered up even during storm season. RagsdaleAir.com. Ragsdale and Carrier, turn to the experts.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Don't let a DUI conviction cost you your career. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
See coverage on the monitor there of, I guess, a big rally. Was it last night with Mamdani and
That's
AOC and Bernie Sanders? I just say this. AOC has got to learn, because from what I've seen from Mamdani, I don't see a lot of screaming and yelling. That this is the old leftist way, is bullhorns and yelling. And I just like to point out, you don't have to like them, but Trump doesn't scream. He doesn't yell.
You're right, I do not. I just get up there and I talk, and we talk, and we think, and we talk, and
weave,
off the cuff, and bob and weave, and make a hand gesture. Oh, yeah, there you are. There.
He does an appropriate amount of and I said it, but
but it's not
like someone who doesn't know how to use a mic and yells into it.
Not like this from yesterday.
From AOC,
This city was built by the Irish escaping famine, Italians fleeing fascism, Jews escaping Holocaust, Black Americans fleeing slavery and Jim
Fleeing
Crow,
America.
Latinos seeking a better life, Native people standing for themselves, Asian Americans coming together in Queens, in Brooklyn, in the Bronx, in Manhattan,
Fine.
in Staten Island.
I thought you said Manhattan.
Manhattan.
I like
is
that.
a vision
Okay.
to build
Yeah.
the freest, toughest, and greatest city on earth.
Find some low end.
Yeah, come on.
Same thing I would say to that Kevin guy behind Tame Impala. Find some low end. Remember that guy? That guy, is it Parker? Kevin?
Yes, Kevin Parker.
That guy, the first couple albums, he's got first album, mostly mid-range, low end. Second album, a little bit of high end, mid-range, low end. Third album, high end. Fourth album, high end. Fifth album, high end. And I just want to say, I do like the third album, but the last two I haven't. I just say, find some low end.
I'd love to find some low end, but I can't find it, and I need help doing so.
I know that it makes the speakers sound like they're changing the world because they're full of it, and it's just, yeah.
And
but
I'm so passionate that this is how I speak about everything now.
But it's known fact that if you want to persuade people, the lower register is what gains confidence.
Okay, I'll sound like this instead.
Well, it has to be a real.
And I'm here to tell you about all the people in the world
has to be your
who
real
have
voice.
made it to the New York State.
Like, don't you find, like George Clark could convince you of things that just aren't true because he has this natural.
Dinosaurs aren't real.
See, look at that. You get stuck like,
wow.
Maybe they aren't. I don't know. It's possible.
We never went to the moon.
There needs to be like a dynamic up and down conversation.
That's
to your
what.
voice.
I don't know why people who want to give speeches for a living just don't simply go look at the best. Yep. MLK, JFK. I mean, people who knew how to do it. And they all, what you'll learn is exactly what Autumn was just saying. Peaks and valleys. You work up to a peak and then you come back down. And
I have a dream.
Yeah. It's not, he wasn't just screaming.
You come up here and then you bring it down here. You gotta get him over there.
Oh, yours is a little different too.
Hell, even
MLK
Obama
had a great
recently.
low register when he would use them.
Obama was a great speaker.
He was
a little long-winded.
He was
a little bit.
But
he understood going up and down.
Yeah, he did. He was a better personality, I would say, than a speaker. I just think that Obama was immediately likable by most people. And I think his speaking skills were decent, but they weren't great. Neither is Trump's, but what Trump doesn't do is he doesn't screech.
Trump's like an accordion when he goes. You know, he starts going on. And AOC, when she's up at that range, I just imagine her reading off her grocery list at that high range like that.
I need a pound of turkey and Swiss cheese if you have it.
Yelling at a deli. Yeah. Just yelling from the back of the deli.
I'd love a quarter of a pound of roast beef.
All right, I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay.
He says he can hear you.
I hear
He
you
says he
fine.
can-
No need to shout.
Do you have white American cheese? Because
no.
American cheese you get from Kraft is not as good.
Yeah.
We can slice it for you. Thin, thick.
That's
how do you...
great.
Okay.
Do you accept credit card?
Cash only.
Yeah, there
I
are.
don't have the cash. Can I start a tab?
Get out.
There are a couple of cash-only places. Like my wife will tell me that I went to that pastry that's cash-only, and sometimes they're the best places. Like, or she'll say I went to this butcher, and he only takes cash only.
I like that.
Well, probably,
I like it too, but if you're in the government, at some point you got to be thinking, okay, what's going on here?
Well, they're probably trying to avoid the processing fees that the
Right.
credit cards require out of every purchase.
Yeah, but doesn't that? Well, that's what most people just raise their prices
Right.
to accommodate that. But
But it is annoying with Visa
Yeah.
and Amex, especially. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous what these companies have to pay.
I
just
can get a boutique in-town restaurant saying we no longer take cash, but I will not go to any corporate chain that says we're no longer taking cash. Well, I'm not going there anymore.
Well, what about the Cracker Barrel? You're not going to leave Uncle Herschel out there if they start saying you can't. You
Are they saying that?
Can't use. I know he was saying he wouldn't if it did.
Well, I
happen.
know of one. I'm just not going to say their name.
Okay, so there is one.
Yeah.
Big chain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do they have like breadsticks that are like?
No, they have chicken.
They have chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That's gonna.
And crinkle cut
don't-
French fries.
Okay, listen.
Oh boy!
You don't have to get. Listen, don't get me in trouble with the chicken people. Do you
won't.
know what
They
the
run
chicken-
this state.
The industrial chicken lobby. They believe me. People have simply just disappeared from microphones and never heard from again.
Gainesville-
Oh, they're on to me.
Don't
Guys,
point out that they're getting their chicken from Argentina.
Hold on, they're on. They're on to me. They're on. George, help me. Am I the only one who hears this? There's somebody. I'm paranoid. I don't know, but the chicken people are after me. Thanks again,
Just
Tim
say
Andrews.
nice things, Eric. Say nice things.
I love chicken. I think chickens are great. I love it. You know what? You can't spend enough money on chicken. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
People say the center of the United States is Gainesville, Georgia.
That's
There's
right.
all the damn chicken from there.
Oh, the chicken poop.
Gilbert, I took Gilbert to Chick-fil-A for lunch on Saturday, and
Apropos of
when we were leaving, he goes, "You came here because you hate that other place," which he mentioned.
Oh. So the place because they won't take cash.
That's right.
Well, it's kind of everywhere now, isn't it? I mean, you go to a show, I went to the Falcons
Mercedes-Benz.
game. By the way, what happened to the Falcons? You know, it's one thing. It's one thing for the Falcons, and I thought that I was very giving. I was. You know, first of all, Falcons are my second favorite team, but when it's one thing for the Falcons to humiliate my Bills, to embarrass my Bills, but then to go on for the next 2 weeks and embarrass yourselves. I mean, what? Embarrass my Bills and then make me feel like, hey, Atlanta's a good team and they're off, and I'll have to swallow that as a Bills fan. But nothing is worse, by the way, Falcons fans. If you wanted to hurt this Bills fan more, humiliate us, and then for the next 2 weeks humiliate yourselves.
Well,
This is the worst as it can be. I wanted to know that the Falcons were now heading into the playoffs.
Well, what the Bills did during that Monday night game that we were all together having a wonderful time while the Falcons were victorious was the Bills exposed that our run defense is not very good. So now the book is for both the 49ers and the Dolphins. They ran all over us, and it opened up the long pass.
Well, I know, but this shouldn't be a surprise to coaches.
And then on offense, the strategy is let Kyle Pitts beat you, and that's exactly what the 49ers did. And, you can't stop everybody, but Kyle Pitts is not an elite player, so it's welcome to the struggle session.
Can I be the first one to say, I didn't want to say this after the Bills got beat up by the Falcons, and though the score wasn't a blowout, they got beat up. They controlled the game, the whole game. I didn't want to mention that because I think it would be like sour grapes. I don't know if the Falcons have found their quarterback. I know it was Kirk yesterday, and it about kind of looked like the week before.
Yeah.
And
Nothing spectacular.
Penix may turn into something big. I don't know. But even during that Bills game, after the first 3 drives, and if the Bills had been defending me the way they were defending Drake London, I would have caught a couple of those passes.
Seriously.
So it wasn't like those weren't hard passes. Those were good schemes. People were wide open, or the Bills' defense just sucked for the first 3 drives. But honestly, as the Bills my first team, Falcons my second team, I wanted to just kind of take the lumps for a couple of days and then go, yeah, but the Falcons are really good, and they're heading toward the playoffs. This is the worst of the worst. They beat the hell out of my favorite team, and apparently now they suck too. How's this happen?
We lose to a decimated 49ers team, and then yesterday we had no business losing.
You made
the
the Dolphins look good.
We really did. We made the Dolphins look good. And at one point during the fourth quarter, I just looked over at Tina and I'm like, we don't have to be fans of this team.
Oh, I've done that.
I know.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I know. I looked at her. I'm like, we grew up here in Atlanta. We love it, but look at all these other teams. Look at all these happy fans. I flipped around to the other games. I'm like, look, all these happy fans. We can be one of those fans.
No, you are stuck. Just as the Bills didn't go to the playoffs for 20 years. I watched every game. There's nothing. When it's in your blood, it's in your blood. Sorry to tell you.
We're in the struggle session together.
That's right. Alex Williams says 285 West is jammed near Truist Park.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. Just because of all lanes that were shut down, 285 southbound, the outer loop Paces Ferry Road, exit 18 there in Smyrna. Hero escorted a stall from the center lane to the right shoulder. Everything back open. Still seeing the residual delays back behind there, passing Truist Park all the way back into Sandy Springs. Hopefully those will improve. It's also called 75 southbound to start to slow around Windy Hill and Delk Road, trying to get onto the perimeter. Elsewhere, 85 northbound, we're seeing the brake lights out at the Cabin in Gwinnett from 285 up toward Indian Trail, and been dealing with a rollover crash in Duluth on Buford Highway at Sugarloaf Parkway, causing a few brake lights in both directions there. From the Cool Day Carrier Traffic Center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
When the news matters to you.
The FAA says the flight crew was reporting possible smoke in the flight deck.
95.5 WSB has you covered.
Beef prices are going up.
Your 24/7 news source.
They had no ties to a gang, but they were killed by them.
When you need the story, all you need to do is listen. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's breaking news station.
The holidays are approaching, so let my friends at Publix help you save money by shopping on the buy one, get one deals each week. Hey, it's Mark Aram. Yeah, there are BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. I love going in there and just following the yellow brick road of BOGOs. Save when you shop with the latest buy one, get one free items, deals on your favorites, and make sure you check out the BOGO deals before you shop. You can find the weekly ad online at Publix.com or in the Publix app. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Just like your car, your septic system needs regular maintenance. Hi, I'm Shannon, the owner of Scorpion Septic. If you're seeing bubbles in your toilet, pooling in your yard, slow draining, or your toilet won't flush, you need Scorpion Septic.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump-out charge with your repair. Call for more information. ScorpionSepticServices.com.
ScorpionSepticServices.com. I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial # law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer. A complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Hi, it's Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack. Bigger isn't always better. Don't let the big companies fool you. Atlanta Ramjack is the leader in foundation repair. Whether it's residential or commercial, Ramjack is the most reliable, technically capable company in the business. Our staff has the most experience in solving difficult foundation problems. No one can match our expertise in foundation repair. Ramjack fixes the issues other companies can't. Go to atlantaramjack.com to set up your free estimate.
The most successful Metro Atlanta home builders and contractors all share a special secret. Randall Brothers is the preferred building partner trusted by pros, delivering expert guidance, quality materials, and accurate delivery. Randall Brothers will keep your project on time and on budget while providing the widest selection of materials in the city. Dave Baker here for Randall Brothers. Widest selection, industry expertise, accurate, no-hassle deliveries. RandallBrothers.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Okay, some good news during a challenging time for everybody, and this could really help. You may know hundreds of thousands of people have already made the switch to Medi-Share, which is the affordable alternative to health insurance. And with so many people looking at how they're paying for healthcare right now, seeing premiums going up and the cost of healthcare, Medi-Share has a special offer, and a lot of people are taking advantage of it. Just apply by October 31st, and they'll waive your new member fee. You're saving $100 right off the bat. That's just the start. Obviously, the typical family saves up to $500 a month after making the switch. And Medi-Share is a Christian community that shared more than $9 billion in medical bills over the years. It's worked beautifully for decades. I'll give you the number here in a second. If you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Just tell them the promo code SHARE to get your additional savings too. Here it is. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
You know, I mentioned a little bit, and I keep an eye out for this now, that businesses are making the decision that the middle class, the middle and below middle class, just are so broke that there's no reason to try to really get them and serve them, because I've mentioned it before. We'll get 500 people over here, to get the money you would get with 5 clients if you just try to super serve the people who already have some level of money. Now, this story is not exclusive to millionaires and billionaires, but it's the same thing that's kind of going on. We had a story a few weeks ago about somebody who makes their living helping couples name their children.
She makes $30,000 per
some
child.
Some of them. She has different tiers.
Sure.
But there's the so super wealthy, they don't even have time they'll give you $30,000 to come up with a name for their kid. But, and this one is it's the same type of thing, but not necessarily this would be, let's just serve the upper middle class and beyond. This is a story out of the Wall Street Journal. Pumpkinscapers, building a landscape full of pumpkins. Pumpkinscapers are making a killing this fall as fervor for the season reaches new heights. Families are paying north of $1,000 to create Instaperfect tableaus for porches and front yards.
Oh, God.
So, again, it's a very stupid thing. Actually, I've never been really good at this because I have not a person with patience for decorating. As I get older, I may dabble a bit more in it because I am a more patient person as I get older. But doing the decorating is supposed to be part of the holiday season.
No, you pay other people to do it for you. Have you seen the signs all over the neighborhood?
Yeah.
You can get people to come to your house and put up your Christmas lights.
Right.
Well, see, and I've seen that, and I feel like some people's property needs something like that because they do have so much.
And you could also be 70 and probably shouldn't be up on a ladder.
Sure.
Like, there's reasons. But we're talking about creating the perfect pumpkin tableau, the perfect pumpkin landscape, and paying $1,000. But my overall, and I'm going to be looking for more stories like this that kind of prove my point, that if you're in business today, you make the decision, let's just super serve the people who already have money because the people in the middle are broke. Alex Williams has better news on I-20 in West Atlanta.
Yeah, Eric, it's been at a standstill for several minutes, all due to all lanes having to be shut down. 20 eastbound before Lowry Boulevard, exit 55. Had to get a crash out of some left lanes to the right shoulder. They have since done that, so that jam stretching back to Holmes Drive, exit 52, should start to improve. Over into Cobb County, I-20 eastbound, seeing some brake lights through that busy work zone, leaving 285, but improving once you get out to Panola Road, exit 71. And on the south side, 75 southbound, delays through Stockbridge from 675 down to Hudson Bridge Road. Northbound, scattered brake lights on 75 north out of Locust Grove, breaking free up around Jonesboro Road, exit number 221 in McDonough. From the Cool Day Carrier Traffic Center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I love my home, and now I found a company that loves it as much as I do. TE Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. It's Chris Chandler here. These folks have done work in my home. Boy, it didn't take long to realize I could trust their expertise, their attention to detail, and what I think you'll find, just as I did, an amazing level of service. TE Certified has more than 20,000 5-star reviews, and it's been serving Atlanta for decades.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Hi, I'm Lacey, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. And yes, I'm actually a jeweler. I bring dream engagement rings to life every day in our jeweler's workshop. When I hand set your diamond into your ring, I think about creating a piece you'll wear for a lifetime. I pay attention to the smallest details and treat every ring with the same care and craftsmanship, no matter the size or price. Come check us out at your nearby store. Our engagement rings are made with love from our hands to yours, because a friend knows your love deserves the highest quality. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
The Findlay Roofing Chief Barking Officer, Rufus, has the zoomies. He's rolling over about saving you $1,000 off your roof replacement. That's a lot of bones. Hey, it's Dave Baker for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Stop repairing the leaks and dragging your feet. For a limited time, save $1,000 on your roof replacement. Hurry, this treat ends on Halloween. Schedule your free roof analysis at FindlayRoofing.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
It's 5 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. News this hour is brought to you by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. WSB's top local story, frenzied repairs are underway in the rain after a road collapse in Clayton County. Crews in Forest Park are working on a crumbled road at Longleaf Drive and Pine Creek Road. It's a much-traveled street, and they're trying to get it open.
Based on assessment and collaboration with Clayton County, a water line, 6-inch cast iron water line had broke.
Director of Public Works with Forest Park, Alton Matthews, says drivers are urged to avoid this area. The road will be closed at least through the night. It's 53 degrees now in Midtown Atlanta. Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz says we're going to see periods of rain throughout the day and evening, highs of 53, lows around 50 tonight, and tomorrow a little less rain, 20% chance. It's going to be cloudy, though. Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast is coming up. The Senate returns from a 3-day weekend with no vote scheduled on the government shutdown. Correspondent Stacey Lynn.
The schedule to resume votes on government funding remains fluid and has not been finalized. A source tells CBS News one option under consideration is to focus on narrower bills this week to pay air traffic controllers and/or the military.
Military families have been told that they will start missing paychecks by November 15th if the government shutdown continues. As more than 1.4 million Georgians prepare to lose food stamp or SNAP benefits, local food banks are getting help from DoorDash to keep the food moving.
Bagel Rescue here in Atlanta is one of more than 300 organizations that partners with DoorDash for low-cost fees to transport food. In response to the loss of SNAP benefits, the company says in November they will waive those fees for partner organizations, and Bagel Rescue founder Aaron Steiglitz says
it will mean that we can put this budget towards something else that's going to do good in the community.
She says through their partnership, her group has grown and is now able to serve more of Metro Atlanta. DoorDash says the effort is meant to bridge the gap and help families. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Store closures, a reduction in workforce, all on tap for Atlanta-based children's clothing retailer Carter's Inc.
As part of a Q3 earnings call that revealed an 80% drop in net income year over year, CEO Doug Palladini says they must streamline operations, and it begins at the corporate level.
To accomplish this, we plan to reduce offices-based roles by approximately 15% between now and year-end 2025.
That's about 300 jobs, 150 stores also slated for closure, roughly 100 of which will come over the next 15 months. They've had to raise some prices in an effort to offset the impact of tariffs, which Palladini says are costing the company over $200 million a year. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
News for women in menopause. The FDA approves a new pill to treat hot flashes that does not include hormones. Medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder has more on when the drug Linquit will be available.
We're being told available next month, November, and the
cash price is $625 for a 30-day supply, but for many women with insurance, the monthly cost may be as low as $25 a month.
Many women cannot or do not want to use hormone replacement therapy, so this drug offers a real option. The number of stillbirths in our country is higher than first thought. About 1 in 150 pregnancies end in stillbirth. The rate is even higher, 1 in 112 in low-income areas. That's the finding of researchers at Harvard University. Researcher Jessica Cohen says what's most concerning, many were in women who had no risk factors at all.
A substantial proportion of stillbirths that occur in the last gestational weeks, 38 weeks, 39 weeks, 40 weeks, had no identified risk factor at all.
Researchers found that more than 70% of stillbirths occurred in pregnancies with at least one identified clinical risk factor like hypertension or diabetes. Russia says it has successfully tested a long-range nuclear-powered cruise missile. President Putin describes it as a weapon no other country has and said decisions are now going to be made about how they're going to deploy it. President Trump waves off the reports, saying Putin should focus on ending the war on Ukraine. Deli Express barbecue pulled pork sandwiches are being recalled over a choking hazard they may have plastic in them. They were sold nationwide between January 16th and October 23rd of this year. Now, consumers who have purchased the product should not consume it. Retailers are being told to take everything off the shelves right now and their inventory. So far, no injuries have been reported. It's 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. First, let's check in on that afternoon drive. WSB's Alex Williams live in the traffic center with the afternoon commute.
Hey, Veronica, right now we're watching scattered volume into Marietta on I-75 northbound. Brake lights find you right around Delk Road, and you're going to keep your foot close to that brake pedal as you make the trek up into Kennesaw, but it greatly improving once you pass Chastain Road, 75 southbound. Still bunched up in the right lanes from Delk Road, trying to get onto I-285 due to that earlier 285 south stall in Smyrna. That has since cleared. And I-20 eastbound recovering nicely into downtown through West Atlanta now that they've reopened all lanes before Lowry Boulevard. Exit number 53, I-20 westbound. We're seeing those emerging madness delays from 285 to Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Then you slow again before and after Thornton Road, exit 44 in Lithia Springs. From the Corday Carrier Traffic Center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
And now it's time for Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz.
Overcast with a few isolated showers this evening and overnight down towards a low of 51. Staying overcast, but mainly dry on Tuesday. 20% chance of a stray shower, high 57. And then rain returns again Wednesday. That chance up to 90%, low 49, high 55. Then for Thursday, mostly cloudy early, becoming partly cloudy late. 20% chance of a stray shower. Staying cool on Thursday, low 45, high 55. And my 5-day forecast for Friday and Saturday. Sunshine returns. Friday's low 42, high 60 and mostly sunny. Cool and dry for trick-or-treating Friday evening. Saturday, partly cloudy, low 42, high 63. Recapping the forecast for this evening, overcast, a few isolated light showers with temperatures in the 50s. I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz, 95.5 WSB.
It's 49 degrees now incoming. It is 50 in Stone Mountain and 53 degrees in Midtown Atlanta at 5:06. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Well, Jamaica's about to get slammed by this hurricane. Was it Melissa?
That's right. Sweet Melissa.
Well, not so sweet. This one. So, and before it happens, this one looks real. You can see this huge thing and this small island is going to happen. But of course, already the weather people heading down there so they can stand in the water. It's already started. I've seen the CNN person. It always starts the same. It's like a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
And they're all decked out in their, what do you call those? Like waders, like those
big fishing pants.
Yeah. They're all ready to go, and there's like a little bit of, it's like sprinkling around them.
Josh, I'm standing in the parking lot of the local Costco. Right now, the waters have subsided, but we are expecting more turbulent weather as soon as we need more ratings.
It's just idiot time. It's just, first of all, your mother's supposed to tell you to come out come inside. It's raining.
And there's
Mom, I'm reporting live from the front yard.
Well, pick up some stuff at the store on the way home.
Yeah, there's no added value. You can say, well, reporters go to war. Yeah, but there's added value. You're on the ground. You're seeing stuff. The way that's supposed to work is I'm a reporter. I've heard what the Pentagon has to say. I'm going to mix that with what I saw today that I can tell you. So there's something to a reporter being a war correspondent. So you have a different set of eyes rather than just your government, the government you're fighting. So it's good to have that. There's some value added. We learn nothing more about a hurricane by seeing a reporter standing, in the pouring rain, in waders, up to their knees in water. This does nothing to give you any more information. It makes the reporter more famous. So it does something on the reporter's end. Although at this point, sometimes they pull back from these beaches. And it used to be like Dan Rather was the first idiot to do this. Like it was a big time. Okay, the top guy, the top thing. Now, every local station sends a reporter first to Dick's Sporting Goods to buy the waders, and then to wherever the hurricane or the flood or whatever weather event is going to happen. And so sometimes you pull back and get a helicopter shot of one of these beaches, and there's like 30 different teams.
Yeah, that's always ridiculous when you see that. When you see the multiple shots, you can tell they're trying to make sure they don't get in each other's shots.
Oh, no, they can't get in each other's shots. You think if you're watching any one of them, they're the only people on the beach.
I will say, though, there was one time recently, I guess it was a hurricane that hit the Gulf Coast a couple of years ago. It's like Category 4. I can't remember the name of it, but David Muir was actually on the ground, and they had him.
Because you need your anchor person.
I did.
No one could report it like Muir. He has to be there.
I actually appreciated. There was one shot where I guess they showed the corridor, the wind going through the corridor of the hotel or apartment building that he was in.
Where
on
he's
the coast.
almost certainly not going to die.
I thought that was cool, and at least he did a good job telling the story there. But overall, though,
wind went through a corridor. Really? During a hurricane?
I thought it was unique.
Without Muir being on that spot, I don't think we find out that information.
I saw this left side of David Muir's face that day.
Oh.
I had never seen it before.
Well,
so
it's a
I felt like that was
hurricane.
needed.
Market research shows that
you want
viewers
your anchor?
Want weather porn, and they want that guy there or the gal there.
Yeah, weather porn is on the internet a lot, on YouTube anyway. There's 3 or 4 guys. They're really good at it.
They're entertaining.
They're sort of meteorologists themselves, and they give the forecasts and everything. The problem is they have to work within YouTube. So every storm is the end of the world, or this is something we've never seen before. The thing about YouTube, how can every week there be something we've never seen before?
This changes everything.
Yeah. So how does something change everything every week?
They use darker graphics than even the news uses.
Yeah. This is going to change. Boy, there's a storm coming out of Toronto. This is going to change everything next week. And then I forget about it, and then it's 3 weeks later, and I'm like, well, my life wasn't changed by that. No. Not at all.
But did you click?
Changing everything means, you don't eat steak anymore. Like changing everything.
That storm was so bad, I changed my gender.
It's the whole thing. It's like words don't even mean anything anymore. Phrases don't mean. This changes everything. You mean my neighbor's kids are my kids now, and my kids belong to
You had to swap because of the storm.
Everything is everything. So it happens when nobody reads anymore. Just the words can just take on a life of their own. And
by the way, that's why people should listen to the Von Hassler Doctrine, is because this show is so much more different than the show that we had on Friday.
Oh, so much more different.
So much more different.
Who are we sending to the storm? Do we have anybody on the ground in Jamaica?
We're
from the
Von Hassler?
Well, no.
No, from the doctor.
there now, man.
This is our Jamaica correspondent. She's not a meteorologist.
I see.
No, man.
It's Betty, and she's
me,
from
Betty.
Jamaica. And Betty,
I'm your WLSB correspondent.
Yes, great. So
Jamaica.
you're out there in the middle. You're getting rained on and stuff, and everything's good.
Oh yeah, man, it's raining like crazy here. Not used to this much rain.
I've been in Jamaica. It rains
rained
quite
a lot
heavily.
when we were there.
Oh yeah,
Quite
but
heavily.
not this much.
Oh, okay. I'm not arguing
It's
with
more
you.
rain than you've seen
Listen,
in a long time.
I know. Here's the real question: can the whalers still find reefer?
Oh, of course they can, man. It's everywhere.
We have
I'm
weed on
reporting
standby. If their crops are wiped out, we'll send it down there immediately.
Like Argentina. We'll send them some weed.
No, they don't have to buy it. We'll just give them. We have a lot of weed.
Okay. We got plenty of weed
Plenty
here.
of weed. All those Chinese-owned farms with
Yeah.
all the chemicals they put in it. That's what we'll send there.
I thought for a while, I thought, because I don't want to ruin my show, but I do want to get my point across, that I would start and end every show by saying that Canada is not an enemy of the United States, and
But they are.
And there's 0% fentanyl coming from Venezuela. And just let people like, no, Eric, I don't want to know that 0% of fentanyl comes because I'm having fun, man. Don't do that to me. I can say kill them all because they killed my uncle Fred. He was a great guy, and then he got caught up in these opioids, and then they couldn't hit the opioids, and so he got the harder stuff, and then the fentanyl came in and killed him. So as long as my president goes out and kills people, and then my Uncle Fred, and Eric, stop saying that 0% of fentanyl comes out of Venezuela because you're ruining my phony baloney rationale for why I support the murdering of people without ever knowing their names. Don't do that to me. Maybe I should do that. Beginning of just apropos to nothing. Hey, the von Haessler doctrine begins right now, and Canada is not our enemy, and 0% of fentanyl is coming from Venezuela. Is it going to stop anything? Hell no. Nicolas Maduro is dead. He's a dead man walking. Does people understand this? He is a dead man who is alive right now. And he's a dead man because the president has decided, Marco Rubio has convinced the president that he should no longer live. And we are not going to get to 2028 with Nicolas Maduro being alive because a country that's much more powerful than him has decided that he must die. And I would be completely surprised.
What if he offers you everything?
He already did.
Yep.
But Marco Rubio wants him dead. And that's what's going to happen. There's no way that we go in there. We don't allow him to just leave and go somewhere.
What if he wanted to go to Russia?
That's his only chance.
Yeah.
If he got to a place like Russia or something like that.
Him and Assad can play Xbox.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's his only chance.
Now, Lindsey Graham did
Because any other Caribbean country or something that takes him, give it 12 months, somebody's going to put an ice pick in his head. As happens down there from time to time.
On Face the Nation yesterday, Lindsey Graham did give him an out, by the way.
Oh, isn't that great that the senator from South Carolina is in a position to tell the leader of another country, I'm going to be nice and let you escape because I, Lindsey Graham from the Carolinas, we should be in more control of your country than you.
Well, you should think about it because I ain't gone out here in North South Carolina as a holiday.
By the way, how's your sister?
My sister is so sexy and cute.
Yeah.
And fun and nice and helpful.
Between the Speaker of the House and this guy, we've got nothing but, latent people with latency in their brains running the wars of this country.
It is time for
Unbelievable.
Maduro
Just the two of you, Speaker of the House, Lindsey Graham, just accept your sexuality.
We hang out together from
I'll
time to
bet you
time.
do. I'll bet
You're
you do.
accountability partners, right?
I don't know about that. We hang out.
Mike Johnson looks like Herbie the dentist didn't get a job in dentistry. And is sitting on a really, really big secret.
It is time for Maduro to go. It was time for Ortega to go.
Because you said it.
The Monroe Doctrine has been
The
robustly
Monroe
applied
Doctrine.
by President Trump. So these military assets are moving forward to deal with a country that's got blood on its hands when it comes to Americans by flooding our country with drugs from Venezuela and Colombia.
And Colombia.
I hope
Whoa.
Maduro would leave peacefully,
Was the
but
Maduro-
I don't think.
Because way more drugs come from Colombia. So you're putting it on Maduro to stop the Colombian traffic as well? See how they have to throw Colombia in. Because a little bit of their BS about Venezuela pumping drugs into this country, people are beginning to, I guess, and Colombia too.
Well, I don't want anybody to think it has anything to do with oil.
Yeah, or minerals or anything.
Right.
And what it really has to do with is a bunch of rich expats from Venezuela that are in Florida who are in cahoots with the Cuban expats, and they give a lot of money to politicians. Look who's running this country, a lot of politicians from Florida. I hope your child doesn't die doing their bidding, because their bidding is going to be done because they have more money than you or your child together have. Alex Williams says 75 North is slow through McDonough. You wrote McDonald's. You wrote the McDonald's. All right, go ahead.
We are. There's some McDonald's down there if you need to stop. That's for
right.
sure. 75 northbound, we are seeing those brake lights. No crashes in the way this afternoon, Eric. Just sheer volume. 75 northbound, you start to stack up north of Locust Grove before Highway 155 in McDonough. You're going to stay on and off the brake pedal up to Jodico Road. Some southbound delays as well through Stockbridge. Heads up in Union City, watching a jam cam where traffic lights are flashing red in all directions on Highway 29 at Highway 138 Jonesboro Road. Make sure you treat that interchange as a four-way stop. Traffic brought to you by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the looks, all for under $30 with new arrivals every day. You never know what you'll find. Find a location at macy'sbackstage.com. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Don't be late because you crowdsourced your commute with a navigation app.
This might become a travel advisory. Yeah, they're in two left lanes.
Depend on us. See some delays if they shut that ramp down.
Make sure you get where you need to be on time.
Jam starting at Langford Parkway, getting past Spring Street.
Local and dependable traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We had a lot going on this morning through Henry County.
WSB Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Fall is a busy time, and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and move when you're ready. Mark Spain Real Estate has more than 13,000 five-star reviews, so you can trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed. Chris, every week on the show, we offer folks something we call the Portfolio X-Ray. I was hoping you could walk us through that process and tell us why the information it uncovers is so powerful.
Yeah, so the reason we love doing the Portfolio X-Ray for you is we do that behind the scenes. Everybody's extremely busy. Nobody wants to waste time in traffic. If you call in, we will ask you for some information via the phone. Once you've given us that information, we go to work and we put all the hours in developing the report. And I commit this to you. The Portfolio X-Ray is eye-opening. At least 90+% of the time, we can find 2 or 3 golden nuggets in there that you were not aware of that we can either change in your current portfolio mix for you. It's called a 401k optimizer. Or if we manage the assets for you, we certainly can recommend how to diversify away from some of the troubling points that are exposed during the Portfolio X-Ray. Once we've got that, then we'll have you in for your initial consultation. We will present the Portfolio X-Ray to you and walk you through the high points of it. And that's a document that you get to take with you. It's like getting a financial physical. Mm-hmm. So how many of you avoided going to the doctor for the annual physical last year? You do the same thing with your financial life. You ignore it. You keep pumping money into your 401k. You hope that it's going well, and I can tell you that hope is not a good investment or financial planning strategy. You need to know. So if you want to know, call us.
The Portfolio X-Ray is complimentary. Give Hoffman Financial Group a call to schedule yours today. 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
When it comes to buying a vehicle, the name to remember is Jim Ellis Automotive. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. As Georgia's largest family-owned dealer group, we offer car shoppers unmatched advantages, starting with access to more than 5,500 new, certified pre-owned and pre-owned vehicles. With 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta and 17 top automotive brands, we have the selection you want and competitive pricing to fit your budget. But more importantly, we've made the buying process quick, easy, and convenient with the Jim Ellis Expressway. Visit one of our state-of-the-art showrooms for a top-tier customer service experience, or shop from the comfort of home. Browse our entire inventory of more than 5,500 cars, trucks, and SUVs, calculate your payment, apply for financing, and even start your trade-in process online. It's car buying on your terms. And don't forget, Jim Ellis buys cars too. It's a safe and easy way to get maximum value for your car. To get started, visit JimEllis.com. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
That's what I want to know.
Uh-huh.
Well, one thing I will say is, going back to the Falcons for a moment, let's take a look at this Rich McKay. What's he been there for, 137 years?
It feels like it.
Does he still have nice hair?
No, he's bald.
He's bald.
Okay.
He's very, very bald.
It happens to the best.
I was thinking of the old GM, sorry.
Me too. Well, that is him. He's the old GM.
That's correct.
Then he became president, and now he's CEO. Now, supposedly in January, and I don't know, maybe he's the nicest guy in the world. I've heard people in the NFL don't like him. I've also heard that most people in that building don't like him. I don't know if that's true. But he's got Arthur Blank's ear. He's like the Jordan Hudson. Was that her name, Hudson?
Yes.
Hudson.
To Arthur.
Jordan Hudson.
Jordan. Now, except without the fringe benefits parts. like he's the guy who's had Arthur Blank's ear over all these years.
Yes. Yeah.
And they changed he was GM, then he was president of the team, now he's CEO, and supposedly what that means is he's not a part of the day-to-day football operations anymore. He takes care of the business side of things. Why he has to be the CEO of the Atlanta Falcons in order to take care of Arthur Blank's other business things, because Arthur Blank has his name in a lot of other business stuff, it surprises me. So I would love to know from people in the building, is it really true? Is Rich McKay just not involved at all in thoughts about players, any other personnel, coaches? I don't know. But if things keep getting bad, I would, just take the opportunity to get rid of Rich McKay.
It seems like he's
been there in charge in a big way for a long time. And if, Kyle Shanahan hadn't decided to take a 2-year ride with the Atlanta Falcons, we'd be looking, that was one guy came through here on his way to the 49ers, right? I mean, and you had the first year was tough, second year MVP, get to the Super Bowl, almost win it. Other than that, there's a problem in that building, right? You had a Super Bowl appearance that makes it difficult, but other than that, you've got a problem in that building. So get rid of this guy. Just as a way to go, hey, you know what? We're turning things around.
We're trying to make some changes. He's been involved with the organization since 2003, and obviously, since 2003, the Falcons pretty consistently have been bad with a couple of seasons that are okay,
good.
But for the most part, we've been bad. And this all comes on the heels of Raheem Morris saying that there's no changes being made right now to the coaching staff.
Maybe a change coming that he doesn't know about, but it's not going to happen during the season. I think Raheem Morris is a pretty good coach. But you got to ask yourself, why are these coaches not able to be as good as we think that they can be once they walk into that building in Atlanta? Alex Williams says there's brake lights glowing on 75 in Marietta.
Yeah, Eric, we're watching the volume this afternoon. A little bit of misty rain out there I'm seeing on the Jam Cam in Marietta. Luckily, no crashes in the way right now, though. 75 northbound, the brake lights find you right around South Marietta Parkway. Stays pretty slow up to that 575 split, then just sluggish up through Kennesaw and Ackworth. 575 northbound, also tapping the brake pedal from Chastain Road up to Highway 92 in Woodstock. If you're traveling I-85 northbound out of DeKalb into Gwinnett County, you're still seeing the delays from 285 up toward Indian Trail. And then some more volume northbound between Duluth and Swanee from Old Peachtree Road up to I-985. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
It's time to renovate your home and you've got designs in your head, but will they pass code? Hire Sketchhouse Architects before you call a builder to make sure your design is up to code and zoning compliant. Hi, I'm Richard Taylor, architect at Sketchhouse. We're going to make this easy to get your ideas on paper, and Sketchhouse will connect you with multiple builders to bid on your job through the Sketchhouse Builders Network. You're going to save thousands of dollars with Sketchhouse Architects. We're going to make this easy for you. Go to sketchhouse.com. That's sketch, H-A-U-S, sketchhouse.com.
Two houses, same neighborhood, nearly identical on paper, but one had an orchard sign and it sold for a lot more. So what gives? Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. The first seller went the trad route. Agent, open houses, price drops, long size, and eventually they gave in and settled for less. The second seller, they went with Orchard. Orchard didn't just list the home, they launched it. Their local agent knew which upgrades would get attention, brought in the right team, and handled everything like a well-oiled home selling machine. Oh, and they also let the seller move first with Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program. That means no showings while living in a half-packed house, no buyers judging your choice of throw pillows, just peace, quiet, and top dollar. One got stress, the other got smart. Don't settle. Sell the smart way with Orchard. Start with a free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world, so why settle for an ordinary engagement ring you could find almost anywhere? Well, I know a place where you can design your own custom engagement ring. Terra Fine Jewelry Company. At Terra, the styles and designs are endless, and their expert jewelers make it easy to bring your personally designed engagement ring to life. Your bride-to-be deserves more than a cookie-cutter engagement ring, so explore the vast options of custom design rings at Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort, Georgia. Terra Fine Jewelry Company.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It is 5:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Findlay Roofing. WSB's top story this hour: with the government shutdown now in its 27th day, Georgia Congresswoman Lucy McBath says Georgians are feeling the impact.
Too many families are being forced to choose between paying their mortgage or paying for their health care.
Democrats continue to vote against Republican proposals to reopen the government because they want an extension of tax credits in the Affordable Care Act for people's medical care. Meanwhile, the Senate is coming back from a 3-day weekend with no vote scheduled on ending the shutdown. A federal workers union pressures Senate Democrats to end the government shutdown. A statement from American Federation of Government Employees President Everett Kelly says to put the partisan politics aside and pass a GOP resolution to stop the shutdown right away. We have now learned from the U.S. Treasury Secretary, too, that military members will not be getting paychecks as of November 15th if the government shutdown continues. There is some hope for SNAP users as food delivery company DoorDash says it's going to waive fees for partner food bank organizations next month as SNAP benefits expire on November 1st. It affects more than 1.4 million Georgians. Aaron Steiglitz is founder of the group Bagel Rescue and says their work with DoorDash has been a game changer.
It is a significant amount of food that we would not otherwise be able to capture if we did not have this partnership.
She says the money they save on fees will go to help the community in other ways. Some sad news about stillbirths in the U.S. A new study shows the number of them in our country is much higher than earlier numbers showed.
The number of stillbirths in the United States is higher than previously reported, and they often happen with no clinical medical risk. That according to a new study from Harvard.
We found that stillbirth rates are quite high. So 1 in every 147 pregnancies in the United States ends in stillbirth.
Researcher Jessica Cohen says while most of stillbirths occur in pregnancies with at least one identified clinical risk factor like hypertension or diabetes, others had no risk factors. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta-based children's clothing retailer Carter's Inc. is planning to shutter about 12% of its physical stores as it looks to streamline operations.
Our physical store fleet must be honed. We are now targeting 150 North America door closures, up to 100 of which we expect to exit by the end of 2026.
CEO Doug Palladini says 300 corporate jobs will also be cut, representing a 15% reduction in office personnel. The company is pivoting under the weight of more than $200 million in annual tariff costs. The announced changes, part of Carter's Q3 earnings call, revealed an 80% drop in net income compared to last year. An accused retail thief is tracked to College Park and put under arrest thanks to a clever move by the Guitar Center in Marietta. Chuck McPhillamy with Marietta Police says technology helped the cops.
Interesting because he had used AirTag and placed them discreetly on those items. That allowed us to arrest the suspect of being in possession of those stolen items hours later in a different county.
Jonathan Lamar Brown, 27 years old, is accused of stealing music equipment worth more than $6,000. Early voting is underway for the state Senate seat vacated by Democrat Jason Estevez. He is now running for governor. District 35 covers part of Cobb and Fulton counties. There are a total of 6 candidates vying for the seat, including 4 Democrats, 1 Republican, and 1 independent. Well, a huge crowd gathered today in Peachtree City because sometimes a new store can be the biggest story in a town.
9 o'clock in the morning, the new Trader Joe's opens in Peachtree City.
Shortly before the ribbon cutting, there were several hundred people that were waiting on the location that pretty much wrapped all the way around through the shopping center.
Peachtree City Police Lieutenant Chris Hyatt says police knew from social media it would be a big deal and planned accordingly.
We look forward to having it here in the long term, and we're just evaluating the overall situation as it goes, at least through the first week, to ensure that we're not going to have more issues arise from it.
Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
That massive hole in a Forest Park road is causing detours and a water outage for some. A water main break at Longleaf Drive and Pine Creek Road caused the tarmac to tumble. The main was fixed pretty quickly, but the road is likely to be closed at least until tomorrow. The head of Public Works in Forest Park tells WSB the wet weather makes repairs quite a challenge. WSB News Time 5:34. Now live team coverage of traffic and weather comes your way. Alex Williams is checking your drive in the WSB 24-hour traffic center.
Watching the slow traffic through the misty rain into Midtown and downtown, Veronica. I-85 southbound. The delays stack in right at the Georgia 400 merge, and you stay slow 75-85 south from Atlantic Station down toward I-20. Northbound brake lights from University Avenue up past Freedom Parkway, and just found some new trouble right in front of Piedmont Hospital. It's a crash or stall. Nonetheless, it's in that right lane on Peachtree Road southbound at Collier Road. How are things looking on I-20 through DeKalb County? Stephanie Stallworth.
Usual volume, Alex, out there, I-20 headed eastbound, leaving the perimeter, bunching up out there, though, as you head on past Westlake Chapel through Panola. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now, Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here is Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz.
Overcast with a few isolated showers this evening and overnight down towards a low of 51. Staying overcast, but mainly dry on Tuesday. 20% chance of a stray shower, high 57. And then rain returns again Wednesday. That chance up to 90%, low 49, high 55. Then for Thursday, mostly cloudy early, becoming partly cloudy late. 20% chance of a stray shower. Staying cool on Thursday, low 45, high 55. And my 5-day forecast for Friday and Saturday. Sunshine returns. Friday's low 42, high 60 and mostly sunny. Cool and dry for trick-or-treating Friday evening. Saturday, partly cloudy, low 42, high 63. Recapping the forecast for this evening, overcast, a few isolated light showers with temperatures in the 50s. I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz, 95.5 WSB.
5:30 in Alpharetta, and it's 50 degrees there, 51 degrees in Griffin, and 53 on Peachtree Street in Midtown Atlanta. We are coming up on our next news coming up at 6, and breaking news when it happens. happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
George Stein literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. Let him represent you. GeorgeStein.com.
If you have Medicaid and are new to Medicare, you may qualify to enroll in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual-eligible special needs plan with a lot more benefits, like dental, vision, and hearing, along with helpful support when you need it most. Now is the time to see if you qualify to enroll. It only takes a few minutes to find out if you're eligible. Our licensed sales agents are ready to help you understand your options. So this Medicare planning season, we can help you plan well. Learn more at humanaduals.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a dual-eligible special needs HMO SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
By executive order from Rufus, the Findlay Roofing Chief Barking Officer, they're rolling over. Rolling out a $1,000 discount on your Findlay roof replacement. Hey, it's Dave Baker for the only roofer I answer the door for, Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Stop repairing the leaks and dragging your feet. Now is the best time to replace that old, leaky, haunted roof and save 1,000 bones. Findlay has replaced over 65,000 roofs locally. That's no trick. It's just high-quality work, upfront pricing, and exceptional service. Findlay goes the distance. They're the extra effort experts, making sure you have a remarkable roof replacement experience. Findlay also has 0% financing available, and for a limited time, you can save $1,000 on your roof replacement. Hurry, you need to shake on this deal by Halloween. Schedule your free roof analysis at FindlayRoofing.com.
A couple of things. One is CBS News anchor. I guess they have two news anchors at the CBS News thing.
Yes. Yeah, they do have two.
It's this guy and somebody named Maurice. CBS News anchor John Dickerson becomes the latest figure to exit network. And I think most people's response is, who?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got a storied career. I'm sure he's paid his dues. But two people anchor the CBS Evening News, and I know one of them is John Dickerson because I just saw a story that he's leaving. And there's a lot behind this. There's the whole Paramount thing. There's the
Barry Weiss.
Barry Weiss, and the whole idea that CBS is now going to try to be in the good graces of MAGA and
Maybe
Trump.
Brett Baer?
Apparently, she's looking to have Brett Baer come, which,
Fox News?
that would be the best anchor they've had in a long time. Out of Fox News, he is considered the fairest of the reporters as far as bias goes. But why? So you get some Fox News viewers to tune in for a little while to see how this experiment goes. I thought the idea of bringing Barry Weiss there is they were going to try to get, like independent journo online, maybe a little TikTok-ish to bring the kids in. So I don't know.
So this is CBS News.
That's what. Hey, listen. That's what I would do.
No doubt.
I would do news for dummies because most of the people who want to watch the news are not interested in ever following up by any deep reading whatsoever. Those days are gone. When you were telling me that some people because of the Falcons thing are already crying racism as if people.
Oh yeah.
The reason for that is because people aren't bright. So they only know just competing headlines. They don't read deeply on anything. So it's always a very quick thing. Oh, it must be motivated by racism because that's something I know, and I don't know a lot. But that is something I know happens because I've read about it very briefly, TLDR, that kind of reading. So, you end up with that kind of situation where people just gravitate toward an argument that they've heard. Rather than something that they've studied. This is not good. The fact that deep reading is basically dead in this country is not good. And the politicians love it. They may talk all day long about reading to your children and blah, blah, blah. Politicians love a population that doesn't deep read. You become much more manipulative. easily manipulated when you don't have a deep grounding in what, a history of the issue, all of this kind of stuff, which a lot of people on the planet Earth used to think of as an interesting thing to do. But, social media is killing the planet. And one of the things that it's done is just taught people that they want a payoff every 30 seconds. Guess what? Sorry. Shakespeare ain't gonna give it to you. Just ain't. You got to lean in. You got to figure a little bit of this stuff out. You got to do your own work. So that every 30 seconds dopamine drip from your doom scrolling, I'm not sorry for me, not for you because you don't care, but Shakespeare ain't going to do that for you.
Could you take Shakespeare and do 387 30-second clips reading from Shakespeare?
I like that, Tim.
I suppose, but who would get past 5?
Sometimes if it's just on in the background.
Little Shakespeare wallpaper.
A little sexy AI photo or video in there. There are a lot of buzzes and whizzes.
There were people like, these authors that we had that would write these seminal books about figures in American history. Who's going to read those now?
Boring.
Yeah. Who wants to know who Harry S. Truman was? He's a name. There's some articles in my brain attached to him. Mostly good. Also, I guess dropped a bomb.
So
who you think you're not more easily manipulated by politicians when you don't take the time to understand what the world is? The world's not the next thing that makes you feel good. That's not the world. That's like added value to the world. Hey, something happened and it made me feel good. The world is not about that dopamine drip that you get to take advantage of every 30 seconds. And the more that is your world, you will simply be manipulated by the real world because there's always still a real world where there are winners and losers. And as long as you are just scrolling and scrolling, oh, there's that guy who does that thing and he did another one. Okay, all right, bored. Next. Oh, there's that lady. She does that thing and oh, she did it again. Bored. Okay, next. Oh, look, there's that kid who unboxes the. Okay, next. That's a world where it's guaranteed you will end up miserable. And we just have more and more of it.
And now the majority of news consumption is done exactly as you were doing there.
Yeah.
That's my news.
Okay, I heard a professor once say something, and I didn't look into it, so I just believe what they said 20 years ago. Okay,
To your point about reading, the new Tupac book is already sold out on Amazon.
Great. Everybody buys them.
And it's by the guy who's that sports journalist that interviewed Rocker that got him in all
that the guy, Jeff something?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good writer. He's a good writer, and there's a lot of Tupac fans. So a lot of people are going to buy the book for their friends that they know who love Tupac. Question is, how many people read them? How many people read the Bill Clinton autobiography?
Nobody.
How many people read how many people are actually, my understanding is it's the Karine Jean, I can't forget it. Pierre, her new book that's out, I guess is worth reading because apparently Democrats hate it. She is having the worst rollout of a book.
Oh, it hasn't sold at all.
It's not selling. Her conversation with America isn't selling. And I think some of it is she's almost like she's old school in the sense she's very yesterday's news because she won't give up with the my identity. Biden was sharp as a tack. Nobody should have gone against him. You can watch a mashup of her appearances while promoting this book. And she says the same thing because she's always asked about Biden's cognitive abilities. And she'll always say at least 3 times during the interview, this means very much to me. I think about this a lot. Now let me say the same thing that I said before on the other shows. And again, with the whole, she's relatively young and, probably wants to continue to have a future. The whole my identity, my sexuality, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And the people who do care are unreformable. It doesn't matter. If you're still around in 2025 and you're a deep down racist, whatever, that person's not coming back. It's not no one should engage that audience. No one should try to change that. They're a small contingent of idiots. If you're going to speak to America, speak to the rest of us. And just not interested in your sexuality, your identity, your any of that. You're in politics. What is it you want to do, and how do you want to do it? That's basically all that matters. Start talking to the people that you imagine you want the people to be, because it turns out that's where they are. The people who care, I'd never vote for a person who's this color or that color. What are you going to change their mind? They're insignificant. Stop elevating them up to the, and I don't care if it's the most backwoods person or one of these idiots online that has some kind of following with their nonsense. Speak to most people. Most people don't care about your identity, and they don't care about your sexuality. Just speak to them. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 North in Duluth.
That's right, Eric. We found this one on the Jam Cam. Police just pulled up behind it in the center lane, 85 northbound, just north of Old Peachtree Road, exit 109. Looks like they're going to try to hold the right lanes and try to push this one off to the right. It's the reason for the brake lights back to Sugarloaf Parkway. Before that, 85 northbound, slowest part of that ride is from 285 up to Jimmy Carter Boulevard in Norcross. And 400 northbound, tapping the brakes between Abernathy and Northridge Road, exit 6 in Sandy Springs. How are things looking I-75 northwest of town, Stephanie Stallworth?
Well, Alex, thankfully no crashes for you out there right now, but those volume delays, they do begin right around the Southbury Parkway loop, taking you out through Chastain on the wetter, damp pavement for you this afternoon. From the Cool Lake Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Eric Erickson.
Well, the other side's going to do it.
He knows how to push the buttons.
Therefore, we'll do it first.
That get people talking.
And I think that's a terrible way
Eric
to
Erickson.
think and to operate in the political realm.
Tomorrow at noon.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Hi, I'm Dallas, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. You know she loves her Shane Company engagement ring, but you also want to surprise her for her birthday, anniversary, or just because she deserves it. Why not get her a bigger diamond with our Easy Trade Up program? We'll give you the full credit of your original natural diamond purchase toward a new one. Her new diamond only has to be $1 more. You only pay the difference. How's that for an easy trade up? Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Because a friend wants you to win the gifting game. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
If you're seeing cracks in the walls upstairs, downstairs, or outside, maybe even a door not closing, call the Foundation Repair Specialist. Hi, it's Mark Beckham here with Atlanta Ramjack, and we are your leading foundation repair experts. Set up your free estimate right now at atlantaramjack.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Right now, 16-ounce packs of Kroger brand 80% lean ground beef are on sale for only $4.99 each with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops, advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back, all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Fall is a busy time, and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our guaranteed offer is the easiest way to sell your home. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can bypass the market, receive the strongest all-cash offer in the industry, and close in as little as 21 days. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
The garage door springs that come standard with most homes don't last. And when they fail, it's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello at A1 Garage Door Service. Our springs are the toughest in the industry, backed by our lifetime warranty. That's right, fix them once and you're covered for life. Don't risk your family's safety or your peace of mind. Let A1 replace your springs before they become a problem. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one.
A1 from day one. Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Okay, some good news during a challenging time for everybody, and this could really help. You may know hundreds of thousands of people have already made the switch to MediShare, which is the affordable alternative to health insurance. And with so many people looking at how they're paying for healthcare right now, seeing premiums going up and the cost of healthcare, Medi-Share has a special offer, and a lot of people are taking advantage of it. Just apply by October 31st, and they'll waive your new member fee. You're saving $100 right off the bat. That's just the start. Obviously, the typical family saves up to $500 a month after making the switch. And Medi-Share is a Christian community that shared more than $9 billion in medical bills over the years. It's worked beautifully for decades. I'll give you the number here in a second. If you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Just tell them the promo code SHARE to get your additional savings too. Here it is. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
You know, it really... Can we just stop with this? Again, there's another panel assembled on TV. Trump's going to run for a third term. Well, I don't know what he wants to do, and I don't know what MAGA wants him to do, but it's against the law, and it's not going to happen. And it couldn't be any clearer. I decided to bring up the 22nd Amendment, which is this amendment. I don't know how you try. Steve Bannon says, we've got a plan. I don't know how you get around this. That's got to be an amazing plan.
It is.
Yeah, it must be to get around this amendment. Mind you, MAGA cares a lot about certain amendments. They may not care about 22, but they care about 2. So, what is it, MAGA? We start playing with all the amendments, or is it just the ones you don't like so much?
Be careful.
I mean, after all, MAGA, you're in power. I mean, right? You get to decide what the rest of us do all the time, right? So you change this amendment, and then somewhere a Democrat becomes president and says, hey, as long as we're changing amendments and nulling and nullifying amendments with new amendments, I'm a progressive. There's a couple in there I'd like to take care of. Not going to happen anyway. No way you're going to have another amendment before 2028.
We'll change one so you'll shut up, Eric.
No person shall be elected. I don't know how you get around this, Steve Bannon. You're some kind of political genius. The amendment says, no person. Let's start with those 2 words. What does that mean? Pretty clear.
It means maybe somebody.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
It doesn't say no person except if they have exceptional riz. It says
appointed by God.
Yeah, it doesn't even say here that there's a carve out if most people in your movement believe you're appointed by God. Can you believe that's not even in here? No person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice, and no person who has held the office of president or acted as president for more than 2 years of a term to which some other person was elected president shall be elected to the office of the president more than once. I didn't even know that part because I haven't read. So that lays out you can only have 6 years. You take over with more than 2 years left. If the president has died, you're the vice president. Turns out, I thought you could continue and do 2
so
more.
You might get and then you're reelected as the previous vice president. And then
No, you get elected as the president at that point. What I'm saying is that you can't fill out the last 2 years of the current of the president who passed away or was removed.
Yeah.
And then have your own 2 terms on top of that. Now,
right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
If you if you take over when there's less than 2 years, as per this amendment, I guess you could run 2 more times. That was because of Truman, who was the sitting president during this period, who, by the way, this amendment says doesn't apply to anybody in office at that time, because Truman took over, Roosevelt died a month into his term.
Yes.
And so he theoretically would have been through 3 terms but only had to run twice. That's what this is doing. It's
and
precluding
LBJ, too.
Something like that.
Had he decided to run in 68, he could have because it was there's only a year left for JFK.
Right, exactly. So we're learning things here. Steve Bannon, you must be a genius. This thing starts with no person. Is Trump a person? Well, some of his critics say he isn't, but he actually is a person. So, sorry, can't do it. Shut up. Stop talking about it. Move on. Alex Williams is checking the ride around 285.
And not terrible. We do have our slow spots, Eric. 285 southbound, the inner loop into Cobb County. You are seeing the brake lights leaving I-85 in Chamblee-Tucker, but improving once you get down to East Ponce, exit 40 in Clarkston. 285 southbound, the outer loop over on the west side. That's a pretty slow ride from I-75 in Cobb County there, passing Truist Park down to Cobb Parkway. And then the brake lights find you again from South Cobb Drive, exit 15 down to I-20, the West Freeway. From the Cool Carrier Traffic Center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
If you're a homeowner in Georgia and you need new windows, this is going to blow your mind. Hey, it's Ray, owner of Window Comfort. I know that sounds crazy, but let me explain. At Window Comfort, I decided to put together the wildest offer we've ever ran. Right now, we're doing buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and in addition to that, I'm going to throw in free installation if you schedule your no pressure estimate this month. That alone saves you thousands, but here's my promise. If you're not 100% satisfied in the first 12 months, we're going to buy your windows back from you. Yep, you either love your new windows or you get your money back. No risk, no games. These are factory direct windows built right for Georgia and installed by our in-house experts. You have nothing to lose and everything to save. Schedule your no pressure estimate now at windowcomfort.com.
Terms and conditions apply. See windowcomfort.com.
Better prices, better views. Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
The NBA season tips off, and so does DraftKings' newest fantasy game. DraftKings Pick 6 is the easiest way to play for big wins, with every possession giving you a shot at real money. Here's how to play. Just pick more or less on 2 or more stats and unlock the upside every game brings. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. Pick 6 is available in your state. Plus, new DraftKings customers can get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball, cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code WSB955. That's code WSB955. Play just $5, get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Hey y'all, it's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I'm so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. And Four Seasons Home Care was so helpful to my family throughout the process. I get emails from listeners all the time and why I trusted Four Seasons Home Care. They tell me I don't want just anyone to care for my parents. Well, of course you don't. So here's why I work with Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company. They vet and hire every single one of their caregiving specialists, and they don't farm out the care to contractors, and they're not some national corporation. So here's my advice, folks. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. Do your homework. This is a huge decision. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
This is Governor Brian Kemp. Georgians are used to affordable, reliable energy because of the good work of the Public Service Commission. As your commissioner, Tim Echols secured a 3-year Georgia Power rate freeze and made sure our state's growth isn't hitting your wallet. Tim's keeping rates down and money in your pocket and standing against the Democrats who want hardworking Georgians to pay over $800 more per year. Keep Tim Echols in the fight by voting early or on Election Day, November the 4th.
Georgians First Leadership Committee paid for this ad.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
It is 6 o'clock. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this hour is brought to you by the Lloyd Advisory Group. WSB's top local story, flight delays mount as the government shutdown wears on. It is day 27 with no vote for ending the shutdown in sight, even as the Senate returns from a 3-day weekend. FlightAware shows more than 630 delays and more than a dozen cancellations, and passengers at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, where they're mounting, are frustrated.
I'm flying today on sheer faith.
They probably just need to come to an agreement and reopen the government.
The government shutdown is stretching on, now close to hitting 1 full month. The Treasury Secretary says now that military members will not be getting paychecks as of November 15th if the shutdown wears on. It's 54 degrees now in Midtown Atlanta. Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz is expecting Lows tonight to hit around 50. Tomorrow, we'll see some showers, but only about a 2 in 10 chance. It's still going to be cloudy, though. Highs are going to reach the upper 50s. Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast is coming up with Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, minutes away. Local food banks, which partner with delivery company DoorDash, are going to have transportation fees waived next month.
DoorDash says this is being done to help food pantry organizations, which are bracing for an influx of demand when SNAP benefits expire November 1st. Bagel Rescue here in Atlanta collects leftover baked goods from 77 restaurants across 12 counties. Founder Erin Steiglitz tells me this is welcome news.
So we can move as much food as many times as we need for no cost at all.
She says they'll use the money they're saving on fees to help the community in other ways. Some 1.4 million Georgians are enrolled in SNAP. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Hundreds of General Motors workers in Roswell will be out of a job by the end of the year.
The automaker confirms plans to close its Georgia IT Innovation Center, resulting in about 325 layoffs. A statement from a company spokesman says GM is redefining its site strategy and unifying its technical teams in targeted hubs for better collaboration. As a result, some of the current employees in Roswell will be offered transfers or remote work, but others will receive severance packages. GM first opened the Roswell Center in 2013 as part of a $26 million investment. The company calls the decision to close it difficult. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
And now Amazon is looking to shed as many as 30,000 corporate jobs this week. That's about 10% of the workforce, and this is heading right into the holiday season. Retail analyst Bert Flickinger says the outlook for brick and mortar stores may be even worse.
This signals the Great Depression of U.S. retail. We've already lost 30,000 retail stores this year. Typically, we only lose about 5,000.
Amazon's pink slips are believed to be compensating for overhiring done during the COVID pandemic. A second record high in a row on Wall Street. Stocks jumped 337 points to 47,544 as the president expresses optimism from Asia that he would close a trade agreement with China this week. The S&P and NASDAQ also closed higher. Hurricane Melissa churns in the Caribbean, and forecasters say it is on track to be the worst storm ever to hit Jamaica. Conditions will begin to deteriorate tonight and into tomorrow. Melissa is a Category 5 storm, and that's rare. It's got maximum sustained winds of 175 miles per hour, and it could bring storm surge more than a dozen feet high.
Mandatory evacuations have been issued. All of the airports, all of those international airports here in Jamaica around have been closed. The seaports here are closed, and officials are begging Jamaicans to leave those low-lying areas, those coastal areas, and get to areas of higher ground.
That's correspondent Ike Ihiochi. Melissa is currently already the strongest storm that Earth has seen this year. The man accused of murdering podcaster Charlie Kirk will be allowed to wear street clothes during his trial. The Utah judge rules Tyler Robinson is presumed innocent, and potential jurors seeing him in prison attire would be prejudicial. Robinson's next hearing is in January. A TikTok post with 6 likes and 7 comments lands a Minnesota man in federal custody. Tyler Avalos allegedly offered a $45,000 bounty for Attorney General Pam Bondi. It read, "Dead or alive, preferably dead." Avalos has a criminal history, including felony stalking and misdemeanor domestic assault convictions. It is now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. But first, we are going to take you out to the roads where Alex Williams has got the bird's eye view getting you home tonight. Alex?
Yeah, not terrible out there, Veronica. I think the rain scared people away or sent them home early, but that doesn't leave us without our slow spots. Looking for new trouble over on the west side. 285 southbound, the outer loop. Might have some right lane trouble before you get down to Hollowell Parkway. Already seeing brake lights there. Stretching back up to Atlanta Road. We'll see what's cooking over there in Cobb County. Speaking of Cobb County, 75 northbound, still seeing a few brake lights out of Marietta into Kennesaw, but that has been cleaning up nicely. We have been watching trouble on I-85 between Duluth and Suwannee. Stephanie Stallworth.
Yep, Alex, we're still looking out here on the cameras with this stalled vehicle. It's out on 85 northbound near 317 Lawrenceville, Suwannee Road. Center of the roadway, tied up for you there. You're getting by 2 to the left, 2 to the right. So use some caution as you head that way. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now, Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz.
Overcast with a few isolated showers this evening and overnight down towards a low of 51. Staying overcast, but mainly dry on Tuesday. 20% chance of a stray shower, high 57. And then rain returns again Wednesday. That chance up to 90%, low 49, high 55. Then for Thursday, mostly cloudy early, becoming partly cloudy late. 20% chance of a stray shower. Staying cool on Thursday, low 45, high 55. And my 5-day forecast for Friday and Saturday. Sunshine returns. Friday's low 42, high 60 and mostly sunny. Cool and dry for trick-or-treating Friday evening. Saturday, partly cloudy, low 42, high 63. Recapping the forecast for this evening, overcast, a few isolated light showers with temperatures in the 50s. I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz, 95.5 WSB.
It's 50 degrees in Villa Rica, 51 in Ackworth, and 54 in Midtown Atlanta at 6:06. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Of course, we got to bring in an hour 4 on this week's rainy Monday edition of the Von Hessler Doctrine. But of course, it's still Monday. It may be raining. And maybe because it is raining, it makes more sense to bring in Greg Russ from Studio B1. He loves rain. He loves gloomy days.
I do. I'm jealous. It's not raining here.
Well, I hear you're going to get more snow this year in New York City. This one, the coming season than you've had. Well, we'll see.
The Farmer's Almanac every year. It's going to be so cold. There's going to be so much snow. You don't know what to do with yourself. And then you get one snowstorm, and it's gone the next day.
Maybe Mom Donnie will make it snow more.
Or
once he's sworn in.
Maybe he'll make it snow less.
Free snow.
Free snow.
Well,
yeah.
We want less snow because the snow, I don't know if you realize this, disproportionately affects the poor.
Oh, that's true.
Tax
the snow.
Tax
the snow.
Get rid of the snow. I think he has a magical snow removal
machine.
Yeah, so yeah.
I mean, he could tell people that, and they'll believe it and still vote for him. Like, oh, yeah, he's...
I don't know
and
why.
Donnie's got the magical snow remover machine.
I do. I appreciate that. And it is... Maybe it's easier to go after Mamdani because it's so obvious that what he's pitching is not going to work in the real world. But other than that, he's just another politician to me, just saying whatever people want to hear to get elected.
See, that's the point. If he were somebody that I thought actually believed in the things he was saying, but he's not. He's completely manufactured.
Well, I don't know. We haven't seen him in office yet. You don't know that he's completely manufactured until you see him in office. And then, you know, if he all of a sudden just starts super serving corporate CEOs, then you know that he was manufactured. I don't know about that. Why people are just people have an idea that a socialist candidate has to be poor. Like I don't. You know, does my doctor have to have cancer? Like,
I mean, his whole story. He came out of nowhere. He's just
he has rich parents who are like academics, but I mean, that's nothing new in politics.
Isn't it strange to rail against that, though? The thing that got you to the position to even run for mayor. I hate it so much that we got to dismantle it.
I hate
a weird
what now?
stance.
Has he been coming out against like his own background? Like, I'm sure he's not anti-academic. The more
He's not
socialist you are, the more
anti-academic, but
pro-academic.
anti-capitalist. Like, he's all about the government seizing the means of production. That's his stance.
Because now, I am not for this, but he lives in a time where capitalism is absolutely not working for most people.
I get it.
You know,
I get it.
It's an
But for
easier
him,
sell.
For him and his family, it works. So that's why, to me, he's not genuine. If he suffered through it, or there are people struggling, as you're saying, there's a reason people are voting for candidates like this because capitalism isn't working for them. I don't know what to believe when he runs his mouth about it because of his background and the compound in Uganda that's an Airbnb that generates a lot of money, and his wedding that costs more than, you know, everyone's wedding.
See, you're in New York, so you're following this much more deep, granular than I am. So tell me about that. So I had heard a Ugandan thing, and I thought, okay, well, somebody's just playing race or something. I didn't even really look at it. So he has an Airbnb or something in Uganda that
family home. It's
a family home, and he somehow makes money off of like renting it out when he's not there, kind of thing.
Yeah, and then he had his wedding. Or I think he had 2 weddings, but there was a big wedding celebration in Uganda that cost a lot of money. I don't know the exact price, but I think it's been calculated. I just don't want to cite some wrong number.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now you're getting to things that I think can be used against him. It's like when you don't walk it like you talk it. So yeah, if he has spent a good deal of, say, the last 5, 6, 7 years, not only living in the lap of luxury, but exploiting that luxury for as much luxury as possible, as in most people in that lifestyle do, then yeah, that's hypocrisy to speak against the lifestyle that he's a part of. That's certainly true. But all politicians do that as well.
They do. I'm not trying to say he's any worse. Well,
Right.
It's not even him that bothers me. It's just the fact that people are blindly melting and like urinating in their pants.
But this happens
so
happens with young leaders because it's part of life in, at least in this country or some sort of a republic or democracy, that at some point between the age of 18 and 35, someone comes along that speaks to you and speaks your language, and you have not ever had that happen before. And the Obama thing was another. It's like where all of a sudden, here you are, you're 24 years old, and somebody who actually could be president is saying the things that you and your friends talk about. That's never happened before, and that becomes such a thing, and you haven't been let down by people who have promised you things yet. So you get a lot of enthusiasm. I mean, even here, that the first run that Ossoff lost, I mean, I saw the 18-year-old, 20-year-old girls. I mean, people were like all over, like they fall in love with these candidates, and they're at an age where they've only been let down by the people that they don't like. They haven't been let down by the people they do like, and this is their first time around, so they get super duper into it. It's like, we got somebody here who's going to change things, and the world's going to be the way I want it to be because I'm 24 and I haven't ever faced the idea of the person I vote for who I thought was going to change everything doesn't. Which will happen, but I'm saying it's not. I just think it's the fact that he calls himself a socialist, and that he's going to be the next mayor, apparently, of New York City, where you have Wall Street. That's why the spotlight on this is so big. Now, a whole lot of people didn't give a damn about Bernie Sanders, who was the mayor of Burlington, Vermont, and then won a Senate, because it's how much power is Vermont ever going to have? But you call yourself a socialist in the city that has the heartbeat of capitalism, Wall Street, in it. That's why you get a bigger spotlight, and I understand that. But I don't see his being a politician as being any worse than your average politician.
I think they're all worse now because they're all amplified, both sides, by social media.
Yeah.
And and you don't know what's real and what isn't real. I feel like we knew. We kind of had an idea what Clinton was about. Okay, he was a little more conservative than liberals at the time wanted, but he was going to win.
Yes.
And there wasn't this machine just pushing information daily.
Right, exactly. I mean, I think social media is killing the world, but but politicians are going to do anything they can to get power. That's what they want. Some of them may think of you as, I don't know, 7th or 8th on their priorities. Yeah. But here's a guy who's 32, and he's convinced these young people that they are his priority. Now, that's probably not true, but they don't know that yet because he hasn't been mayor yet. So
it's young people, and it's
really
upper
old
class white people.
Yes, yeah.
People. So that he does not bring up gentrification as a problem. Which, if you want to talk about housing costs, you need to at least talk about gentrification being a reason for that. He won't touch it because the people who support him are the people who went into neighborhoods and gentrified them.
Yes.
So it's a very strange stance. The people he claims to care about aren't the people who are voting for him. It's the people who, are able to think about these things because they're not too worried about paying their bills. I'm not saying their money's going so far, but
and it might be the worst thing that happened to the Democrats, because the best thing that can happen to the Democrats is they shake this mid-50s female progressive that is running the party into the ground and has been for the last 4 or 5 years. With getting when the mid-50s female academic took over the Democrat Party, that's when they stopped talking about dinner table issues. They stopped talking about the economy, and they stopped talking, and it became about identification and this and that and you know what? Most people can't relate to that. Every voter can relate to the economy. How's it doing? Is it working for me?
I'd love to talk about dinner.
Kamala's going to come back and have nothing but dinner talk.
You want to talk around the dinner table? I'll make a turkey in my bathtub.
Well, listen, if Mamdani fails, he could always go back to his rap career. That's a good thing. He's got a
Is he
nice
another one?
fallback. He was a
Hakeem
rapper.
Jeffries does the rap from time to time.
Well, poorly.
He
Mom
did
Donnie
rap
was
before.
Oh, Mom Donnie's actually decent.
Good. He was a rapper, wasn't he?
He was.
yeah.
See, I have some
Hakeem
bars
Jeffries
here.
is terrible.
He
What?
just wants fame.
That's
This
all
guy just wants
politicians.
fame.
All politicians aren't good looking enough to be rock stars or movie stars. That's the way
And
that it's
Donnie
been
is.
forever.
He's good looking.
Well, he
He's a
doesn't
good-looking
have
guy.
any. The skills that he has is that he can organize. That he can. That
And he can speak.
He can speak, and that's a skill. All I'm saying is, his ideas are not going to be allowed to work in New York City. You know that, and I know that. And the ideas themselves would collapse within themselves if they were allowed to even have a shot.
Right.
They're not even going to be allowed to have a shot. I don't know. I think probably somebody's going to broker a deal where, people in New York City can get a free bus ride once a week or something. I don't know. But for
Overall,
the most
though,
part,
prepare yourself for letdown. I think that's
of
what's going to
course,
happen.
Wall Street runs New York City. Wall Street will always run New York City. That's just the way that it is. And that's not necessarily a good thing, but that's the reality. And New York City is a kind of a weird thing. They can't do everything themselves. They need the state. And this Kathy Hochul, she's going to go with
What's wrong with her?
she's going to go with the corporations want, which is where most of the party is.
By the way,
Well, she's up for re-election soon. Next year is the election for her next term, and New York has shifted right overall. The city's always going to be liberal, so she does have to stay a bit more moderate.
Well, yeah, because even when I lived there, which was a good deal of my life, upstate New York and Western New York voters were nothing like city voters. And you've always, as a statewide rep, in any way, you've got to kind of balance that. Alex Williams says there's trouble on 285 on the west side.
Yeah, we got a right lane blocked here, Eric. 285 southbound, the outer loop exit, or just before Hollowell Parkway, exit 12. That's why you've been seeing those brake lights back towards South Atlanta Road. Hopefully they can get that out of the roadway soon. Elsewhere on the south side, 75 northbound, still watching the volume up through McDonough from Highway 155 up to Jodico Road. Better news, though, in Union City, those earlier traffic lights that were flashing red, Highway 29 and Highway 138 Jonesboro Road, they have been fixed. Delays have improved. Traffic brought to you by True Natural Gas. They could report aliens have landed. That wouldn't be true. Here's something that is true. True Natural Gas offers low rates and great customer service. Visit TrueNaturalGas.com. From the Kool-Aid Carrier Traffic Center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
In Atlanta, there is always something happening.
Tanker truck crashed into the median. The Triple Team Traffic Center has you covered.
No traffic getting through in either direction.
Helping you on your
Avoid
commute.
the area at all costs. Take Highway 155 or Highway 4223.
Brought to you by the Cool Ray Lifetime Parts and Labor Warranty.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Sponsored by Progressive. We make the claims process easy, so you can get back on the road in no time. It's why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive. See for yourself at Progressive.com.
Want to save 1,000 bones on your next roof? Dave Baker here for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Right now, save $1,000 on your roof replacement. Hurry, this treat ends on Halloween. FindlayRoofing.com.
All right, Greg, I do want to get to stories from Studio B1. I have to say, though, it's a couple of competing stories in front of me, both dealing with Kim K. That K is for Kardashian.
Oh, they're back?
Yeah, this is important.
Well, they're two very, I think you will agree with me, Greg. These are stories about the same person, but they couldn't be
sisters.
No.
Courtney and Kim.
Am I on the two? Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Thank you for
No.
catching me on that. It was two KKs. Courtney.
Yeah, Courtney
and
was
Kim.
always my favorite.
Well, okay, you'll be glad to know that Courtney is launching lollipops for your vajayjay.
Hoo-ha.
Your hoo-ha.
Ooh.
And I guess they're probiotic, and maybe they're good for, I don't know, they do something. Listen, that can be an oven down there.
What
and
flavor?
Things can happen, so you want good. I think they have different flavors.
Menthol.
Meatloaf.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Ghost pepper.
They can
that
just
made
do
me
it-
think.
they
That
just
made me
do this
think.
because they
Oh,
can.
gosh.
Yeah,
That
there's
made
a
me
hot one
I
sponsorship.
think the lollipop is still.
Spicy.
I'm assuming it's still oral, right? Yes.
No, that's not the way I took it.
No,
I
you
know
put
it's
it
not,
all.
No, that's not what. Come on,
Yeah.
that can't be true.
It's got vitamin C that goes directly in.
Okay,
and-
all right.
Yes.
Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a
To
good
me,
They
thing.
just do this because they can. Because they're already rich and it doesn't matter if it fails. And
What
it's
if
someone else's idea
Greg
anyway, and they
Ross,
say, hey, we're going
you
to attach your name
social-
to this and give you some money.
You social curmudgeon. What if someone's vajayjay is helped? Are you against that?
I'm not against it, but
I
a
am.
lollipop.
A good probiotic. George is against it, but most people
Only
are for it.
unhealthy vajayjay.
What about a smoothie?
Well, now you're getting into different kind of likes and dislikes. We're not going to go there. So the other Kardashian in the news is Kim.
This is huge if true.
Huge if true.
Huge
Big
if
if
Wait,
true.
wait. What about saving people's vajayjays?
Well,
That
I
seems
mean,
to me like that's
it
pretty
seems
big
like-
news.
it seems like this is
Why
a good
does
thing.
Courtney
Which one
always
has the
have to take
lollipop?
a back seat? Courtney.
Courtney.
Why
She's a little weird.
Well,
No, she was the best one.
Uh,
She was kind of
All right,
she-
they're not
she's
dead.
real negative.
They're not dead.
Which
She
one's
was the
OJ's
best.
daughter?
That's
That's-
the ones they say is
That's
Courtney.
supposedly, but not true.
oh, I'm confused on who's who.
Me too, because I never watched one single
know.
show.
Who's
So
the
be
oldest
Chloe.
one?
You're asking
That's
the
Courtney.
wrong. Chris.
Courtney's the oldest.
There you go. Chloe's the one that's weird. Courtney is OJ's daughter.
Oh, I forgot about Chloe.
Yeah.
I never forget about Chloe.
So many of them.
All right, come on. Let's get to the Kim story before we run out of time.
Kim Kardashian.
It's
ho-
huge if true.
Thank you.
Kim
It is huge if true.
Kardashian hopes to become a lawyer in 2 weeks as she awaits bar exam results.
Oh
Was
boy,
that
she's
huge?
excited.
She has taken the bar exam.
In California.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She says she's sure she passed.
Well, we'll find out. Took JFK 17 times. JFK Jr. 17 times or something like that. 17.
Again, huge.
Two or
true.
2 or 3. The American Prince took him a few times.
He wasn't very smart. I knew that.
You could tell that already in just a 5-year-old.
I
or
knew
whatever?
that in my little 5-year-old.
Now, here's the thing. She's saying that she really, I mean, she's a billionaire, right? She's saying that she really wants to be a trial lawyer and that maybe in 10 years she gives up being Kim K and becomes a trial lawyer. Let me tell you something. In order to be a trial lawyer and all the work that takes, you got to be hungry. And there's no such thing as a hungry billionaire entertainer. There are hungry billionaires, don't get me wrong. But when an entertainer becomes a billionaire, the hunger leaves. It's about the right table at the right restaurant, being invited to the right places, blah, blah, blah. That's where your
Governor
happiness
of
is.
California.
Now, like tycoons who are billionaires, they still have the hunger because they're sociopaths and they can't get enough. But when the entertainer becomes a billionaire, don't look for their best work to be coming afterward. And do not look for the hardest work to come once you're a billionaire. I don't
It
think
may
that's
still be
going to
her
happen.
best work. The bar's pretty low in
Yeah.
terms of the work, the quality.
But she's not going to do it, is my point. She's not going to do it. She's 44 now. You tell me when she's 54 years old, she's going to
gonna
drop.
stop with the injections.
Yeah.
Stop with the tweaks to her body.
Yeah.
And she's just going to get old and, fat.
And don't forget
Trial
this.
lawyer.
Don't forget this. And work her ass off like 50 to 60 hours a week to be a good trial lawyer. I don't see
I
that
say,
happening.
watch out, George Stein. Kimmy
She
K's
works
coming
hard.
for you.
She may work hard, but I
Yeah.
mean, she's,
Can
it's-
she help someone who's laid down their bike?
No, I doubt it. Not like
I
you.
can help someone lay down their bike.
No, I don't think you. Not the way George can.
Not the way I can bring him justice.
I've been hurt in a motorcycle accident before, so I know.
Yes. You've been hurting your relationships.
Was
as well.
Kanye driving?
He wasn't on his meds.
By the way, she did pass the baby bar back in 2021, so she's already
Baby back.
She's very close.
Is she really taking these tests?
I honestly, she really does work really hard. So I do see her like actually studying. I don't know how realistic it is for her to have like a law practice where she's like actually in court.
Well, she obviously works hard. Anybody who has that unbelievably uncanny, perfect part down the middle of her hair, it's not a lazy person. That takes a lot of work. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 400 in Sandy Springs.
Yes, sir. We see the brake lights right now behind this one, Eric. It's Georgia 400 southbound heading toward Buckhead, just south of I-285 near the Glen Ridge Road connector. Look like it might be impacting the right lanes. That's why you're bunched up trying to get past Glen Ridge and I-285. You can always use Roswell Road if it gets any worse there. Still seeing the brake lights on the west side outer loop, 285 southbound from South Atlanta Road exit 16 down to trouble that's been in the right lane before you get to Hollowell Parkway exit 12. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. From the Cool-Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Two homes, same street, practically twins. One sells fast for top dollar. The other still sitting around like it forgot to shower. So what happened? Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Well, the first seller went old school. Traditional agent, endless showings, price drops, emotional roller coaster, and eventually they settled for less. The second seller, they used Orchard. Now, Orchard doesn't just list your home, they work it. Their agent knew what upgrades would catch a buyer's eye, brought in pros to handle everything, and made that house look like it belonged in a real estate magazine. And the best part? With Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that seller packed up and moved out before a single stranger walked through their old front door. No showings, no stress, no, hey, can you hide the cat and vacuum cleaner again? Just top dollar and a smoother move. Want in? Start with a free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
Hi, I'm Dale with TrustDale.com. For over a decade, I've trusted America's Best Choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks. And with their 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, you can invest with confidence.
That's right, Dale. From the top of your roof to the curb appeal out front, America's Best Choice has everything you need for your home's exterior. With solutions designed to add beauty, durability, and value, we've got you covered. Upgrade with the highest quality, energy-efficient windows and special pricing on custom decks. Choose siding, doors, and fencing that blend beauty with performance. And now, America's Best Choice is raising the standard in roofing. Our proven installation process ensures flawless results and lasting protection. We only use premium, industry-leading materials backed by strong manufacturer warranties. Every roof is built with expert craftsmanship. No pressure, no gimmicks. Visit abcwin.com for your free in-home estimate. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust. Prices you can afford.
Does this sound like you, where every step or reach is a reminder of what hurts, a reminder of what you're not able to do and how far you've drifted from the life you used to have when you didn't feel that pain? Good news for you, because relief is closer than you think, and it doesn't have to come from a scalpel. What if it could come from you? It's Mark Aaron from my pals at QC Kinetics, where they tap into your body's own regenerative power using natural healing factors that help restore and repair damaged tissue, reduce inflammation, and relieve pain at its source. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery. And this Veterans Day, QC Kinetics is giving back to their heroes. Veterans will get $500 off their treatment, and for every non-veteran who starts care, QC Kinetics will donate $500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. A great time to book your free consultation. So call QC Kinetics today. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. Locations in Decatur, Lawrenceville, Sandy Springs, Marietta, Stockbridge, and Douglasville.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
It's 6:30. I'm Veronica Waters. The news this half hour is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. WSB's top story this hour. Most federal paychecks have stopped during this government shutdown, but the bills certainly have not. Furloughed federal employees Humberto Lopez and Elizabeth Anderson are among many nationwide feeling the pressure.
I mean, my bank told me they're going to put us on forbearance when we miss our first payment, so it is what it is. We'll take the credit hit, and then hopefully this gets resolved.
It's a little challenging to be a federal employee right now, not knowing when we'll head back to work.
In fact, military members have been told that if the shutdown is still going on come November 15th, they will start missing paychecks as well. Flight delays are also persisting as more unpaid essential workers are failing to show up to work, like the air traffic controllers. More than 630 delays are reported at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta this hour. The suspect in 2021's murders of a Cherokee County fireman and his wife is competent to stand trial. So rules a Cobb County judge after this month's hearing for Matthew Lanz. A psychiatrist testified Lanz suffers from schizophrenia, but prosecutors countered with their own expert. In addition to the shootings of Justin and Amber Hicks, Lanz is accused of stabbing a Sandy Springs police officer days later. Food delivery company DoorDash says it's waiving fees for partner food bank organizations next month as SNAP benefits expire for millions of Americans, including more than 1.4 million Georgians. Eric Steiglitz is founder of the group Bagel Rescue and says their work with DoorDash has been a game changer.
It is a significant amount of food that we would not otherwise be able to capture if we did not have this partnership.
She says the money they save on fees will go to help the community in other ways. Meanwhile, the WSB's Jonathan O'Brien joins us to talk about food stamp benefits expiring, families bracing for the end of those benefits, while local family advocates say they, of course, are very concerned.
Wellroot Family Services says about half of the families they assist are enrolled in SNAP. And Wellroot President and CEO Allison Ash says food insecurity can cause families to spiral.
Economic hardship is one of the major drivers of why children end up in the child welfare system, whether that's due to economic hardship causing neglect in the family or the stress economic hardship leading to abuse in the family.
She says they are working to connect people with resources and hosting drives to collect donations of grocery gift cards. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Delta Airlines plans to launch direct flights from Atlanta to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in about a year. CEO Ed Bastian says it will make the airline the first U.S. carrier with a direct link to the Saudi capital. Saudi Arabia's Minister of Tourism is hailing the announcement. The flights will operate 3 times a week starting next October. General Motors confirms plans to close its Georgia IT Innovation Center in Roswell by the end of the year, laying off some 325 workers. The automaker issues a statement saying it's redefining its site strategy and unifying its technical teams in targeted hubs for better collaboration. It calls the decision to close the Roswell facility difficult. The Innovation Center has been open since 2013. Some of the current workers will be offered transfers or remote jobs, but those laid off will be offered severance packages. The number of stillbirths in the U.S. is higher than previous estimates.
A new Harvard study finds more than 1 in 150 births ends in stillbirth. That's higher than the 1 in 175 that the CDC published as the national average. Researcher Jessica Cohen says there are disparities.
In zip codes with predominantly low-income households and more than 1 in 100 pregnancies in areas with predominantly households that identify as Black.
The study also finds that while most stillbirths had at least one clinical risk factor, a sizable portion had no clinical risk factor. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
In WSB News about your health, your heart may thank you for turning out the lights at night. UK Biobank researchers find people exposed to bright light while sleeping, like overhead lights, had a 56% higher risk of heart failure. The risk of stroke and artery disease also jump. The 9-year review says nighttime light can mess with the body's internal clock and ability to make the sleep hormone melatonin. Scientists recommend limiting screen time and dimming lights a few hours before bed and using blackout curtains or sleep masks. Maybe call this surreal estate. Nearly 1 in 4 Americans says they live in a house with a ghost, which is fine, maybe, unless you're trying to sell.
Science does not support the existence of ghosts, but many people report lingering energy after death, cold spots, unexplained noises, even pets acting strangely. If you're selling, paranormal activity does not legally have to be revealed, but in most states, death does.
Bree Tennis reports NerdWallet says a ghost in the house can lower your home's value on the market about 25%, unless the ghost is somebody famous. It's now 6:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. He's very much alive and very much famous. Alex Williams checking the commute in the WSB 24-hour traffic center.
I appreciate it, Veronica. And right now, we're tracking this slow zone out of Marietta into Kennesaw. Just found a stall in the left lane. 75 northbound at Barrett Parkway, exit 269, causing some brake lights back toward Highway 5. I-85 northbound added to cab into Gwinnett County. That ride's cleaning up nicely, just scattered volume. That's all it is as you leave I-285 285 heading up to Indian Trail Road, exit 101 in Norcross. We have been watching some brake lights on 400 southbound in Sandy Springs. Stephanie Stallworth.
Yeah, I was headed inching along there for a while from 285, trying to get down past the Glen Ridge connector to that incident up ahead. Look at a little bit more a little more space here between the cars for you now, so we're getting a little bit of ease for you as you head that way. From the Coolway Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast. Here's Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz.
Overcast with a few isolated showers this evening and overnight down towards a low of 51. Staying overcast, but mainly dry on Tuesday. 20% chance of a stray shower, high 57. And then rain returns again Wednesday. That chance up to 90%, low 49, high 55. Then for Thursday, mostly cloudy early, becoming partly cloudy late. 20% chance of a stray shower. Staying cool on Thursday, low 45, high 55. And my 5-day forecast for Friday and Saturday, sunshine returns. Friday's low 42, high 60 and mostly sunny. Cool and dry for trick-or-treating Friday evening. Saturday partly cloudy, low 42, high 63. Recapping the forecast for this evening, overcast, a few isolated light showers with temperatures in the 50s. I'm Channel 2 Action News Chief Meteorologist Brad Nitz, 95.5 WSB.
It's 50 degrees in Mableton, 51 in Tyrone, and 54 in Midtown Atlanta at 6:36. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
Fall is a busy time, and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and move when you're ready. Mark Spain Real Estate has more than 13,000 five-star reviews, so you can trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
At Ameris Bank, we know that it's never just business when it's your business. I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. Whether your business is looking to optimize cash flow, improve your payment technology, or grow more quickly, my team and I are here and ready to help with a superior level of service, smart banking technology, and local market expertise. I invite you to reach out to my team by visiting amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
Do you have any idea how often I have used Omaha Steaks products on my front porch for my friends and family? You know, I have guys over on Sunday nights. We watch football, drink some bourbon, have cigars, and I cook. And very often it's a steak platter, and I get it from Omaha Steaks. I make some bread, usually focaccia, and then I'll get the New York strips from Omaha Steaks, maybe some sausages as well, and throw them on the grill and just mix it with the bread. And it's easy to do, and Omaha Steaks makes it so easy. And you can do it too. And right now, get $35 off at Omaha Steaks with promo code ERIC at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. You go to omahasteaks.com. You know, and they're the official sponsor of tailgating right now. It's the perfect time of year to watch football and grill out from Omaha Steaks. I do it. You can too. You go to omahasteaks.com right now. Get $35 off with promo code ERIC, ERICK, at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com.
All right, I do want to get to a couple of stories from Studio B1. I've noticed, though, I've left this Kourtney Kardashian lollipop, the JJ story up, and it's a New York Post story. And so I've just been watching, you know, there's a video right underneath the headline where they just run stuff all day long. And I imagine it runs on every New York Post headline for that day. It is amazing to me that the way that advertising is done now is just machine gun. And who cares if it falls? So the way that this, just looking at this New York Post thing, if it just keeps going, it's like a story starts and doesn't get going for more than 1 minute. And then out of nowhere, Reba McEntire is there for Realtor.com. and so then that takes like a good long time. And then you go back and another story kind of starts. And then Reba McEntire is like, who is like seeing that and going, well, thank goodness, I'm going to use them next time. Like,
seriously.
Reba simply will not let one story get through. And look, already, see, I just started talking.
Oh, there it goes. Well, it was for some reason it was showing Leo DiCaprio under the Kourtney Kardashian lollipop for.
Well, no, because you were seeing a little moment of a story.
Oh, okay.
Like
that
probably one battle after another or something like that.
Story, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no story gets more than like 30 or 40 seconds in before Reba McEntire comes in, and it's just like, what the thinking is, yeah, most people will be annoyed, but we'll get some leads from it. I don't know. Yes?
The post site doesn't even work on mobile. Look, it does. It loads, but it'll refresh. You're halfway through reading an article. There's just so many ads on it, including that video.
Yeah.
It bogs it down, and at some point, I don't know if it's the browser saying, I can't make sense of this anymore.
Understand.
We refresh, but...
Yeah, that's nothing more annoying than you're reading a story and then it just keeps resetting and you okay, where am I? And then it resets again and you're just like, what is am I not the person that this is all about? The person at the end trying to read the story shouldn't everything be so that I have the best experience possible? Apparently
the
not.
story is secondary now, apparently.
Yeah. No, you clicked it and the ads and whatever. All the ads that you ignored, they can still say somebody clicked it. In this
Chrome
artificial
got away.
world.
Yeah, the ads you accidentally click because you're just trying to find your spot on the page and your finger brushed against one of the ads.
Yeah. I do like the little thing that they do. I mean, just clever when it says like skip ad in like, say, 15 seconds or something.
Yes.
And then just before, because you've been 15 seconds seems like an hour at that point, right? And you're hovering, you're ready to go. And just before they will move the skip ad thing ever so slightly, so you think you hit it, and you actually are redirected to the commercial.
Mm-hmm. Go to their site.
You can avoid a lot of that stuff if you use the Brave browser.
Brave.
Is that even Safari has reader mode. Chrome got rid of reader mode. And Tim, I don't know if Brave is reader mode or Brave's just better in general.
It just shuts down all that stuff that will crash sometimes if you're looking at a news story on Chrome in your browser.
Yeah.
It'll crash because of all that dynamic ad stuff.
So I don't even know what I've never even heard of Brave.
Just another browser.
But how do they make
it's
money?
Lion's Head.
They got to be making money, which means they got to be taking your data and selling it to somebody.
Yeah, that's fine. At least
I
I'm
mean,
not
everybody else
interrupted.
is. So they're like,
oh no,
it's like,
not now.
It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's data has been compromised, including you. So just know that. I guess it really shouldn't even be something you think about anymore. Maybe if you were like 14 and deciding I'm never going to put my data into this, but then you'd have to end up living in some rural area by yourself, homeschooling yourself.
I've still given up so much of my personal data. Just global entry, for example, so I don't have to wait in line if I travel and get back to the country. It's like, sure, here's my face, here are my fingerprints. Just take it all. Because I don't want to wait for 3 hours because you're so inept at your jobs that it's going to take that long for me to get back into the country.
And, who knows? Does that show up as part of your social credit score in 10 years or possibly? All of
Well,
this
they can
stuff.
track me everywhere I go now, at least. So when I go to Madison Square Garden and I'm walking in, the facial recognition says, not allowed in here.
Not you.
Well, flying to Europe now.
Why wouldn't you be allowed in Madison Square Garden? Did you? Was there a scene of some kind?
Well, no. But I figure we get to the point where you get caught jaywalking and you don't pay the fine, and they just employ facial recognition across the city, and you're going to a game, and that's where they find you.
Or a concert. Hey, you want to see Beyonce? You better pay this fine right now, or you're not going to miss the show.
What China does.
It is what China does.
If you want to go travel to the European Union starting this month, they now require you to have fingerprints now. And that is insane to me. Like the fact that
Are they just trying to make it hard just because Trump's making it hard for them?
Probably.
I mean,
It probably
just
is
like
retaliatory.
Trying to make Americans,
I don't know. I don't know, though, to be honest.
not breeze through. So, because the whole idea now is that we have, the passport, they don't even, they just, it's more about the barcode that's on it than anything else
Right.
now.
But
so
now-
you'd think that would, if you match the picture, what's the...
But now they want to have your fingerprints now.
Well, if you get on a boat in Libya and you can go to Italy and you don't even have to worry about it.
You can get on a boat in Venezuela, but you do have to worry about
That
it.
you do have to worry about.
Part of the fingerprint thing is they want to track visa-free stays. So I don't know if the digital nomad thing, when people were working remotely, if you had people going over and staying longer than they were supposed to stay, but it's just to make it easier to track and make
So
sure
exactly,
you
so
don't
overstaying
welcome.
so if I just, like when I went to Spain for a wedding last December, I think we talked about this then. What is the average thing for countries? Like it's okay for...
Probably 90 days.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, so I could have hung out there and stayed with family or something like that if I wanted to.
On holiday, yes.
On holiday.
Holiday.
On a 3-month holiday. But then what people are doing is they're just taking advantage of that, and then they're just staying for a good long time. And it might be that maybe it's some of our celebrities who hate Trump who've decided they need to go over there and outstay their visa. But it's such a problem that now they're going to encumber everybody who's trying to travel with their.
I don't think it's an American thing. This is for everyone who enters the EU. So, we're viewing it through our self-centered.
Yeah.
I like
lens,
the
but-
idea. Can we do it here?
Yes. Well, I think we probably do, don't we? I mean, who knows?
I don't know.
I haven't.
He wouldn't.
I have not traveled abroad since he's been president the second time. So I don't know what coming back to America is like. Greg does it all the time. Is it pretty much the same?
Well, I have global entry, so
okay.
I guess because I've given them everything about myself.
You
keep
needed
safe.
a JFK too. JFK is hard to come back through. That is not a fun.
Yeah, I
experience.
came back through JFK, and it's like they put you through 2 different times where you have to like be checked out, and I don't even understand this. So there's no respect for other countries and their security, I guess is what it is, because went through all the security in Spain.
Right.
And then
you go through it again.
I'm part of the Delta ecosystem now. It's impossible that I can be anything other than the person I was when I got on the plane in Spain. Really, all you have to do is make sure that I'm that same person, right?
Not good
Which
enough.
should be relatively easy. Why go through the entire process again? Why not just take anything? I just don't understand why that's not easy. Now, I can understand that you could be coming from someplace that has not much of a government, and so maybe you don't believe in their security. But I would think that Germany and, Spain and England, and places like
You'd
that
think it'd be a little different,
You
right?
could work it out between,
Yeah, I mean, there are some countries that offer that I guess, customs check, like Ireland does that, for example, or when you would land, if you did have to connect somewhere
Right.
else, you could easily do that. But yeah, for I guess, Spain, they don't offer that, and you got to go outside the airport, then go back in through TSA.
That's
It's
why I
ridiculous.
believe.
Wow. But ATL, like I got to say, for the international experience, is a lot easier than going through
Yeah, I haven't
JFK.
done that in a very long
Yeah, the
time.
best way to go.
Because they're in
ATL.
Atlanta.
Number 1 on some future list.
Are you making it up? Are
I'll
you
find
making
it.
up the future list that it's number 1 on?
Jared will find it.
I have landed in LA. I have from international flight. I have landed in New
I've
York.
landed
in
everywhere,
Boston.
man.
Boston, and I will tell you, ATL does it right with the international experience.
There you go,
Woo!
Greg. Who are you to say
Yeah.
differently? Alex Williams
Go
says
Falcons.
there's a stall on 75 North in Kennesaw.
Yep, and a hero just pulled up with this one, Eric. All lanes shut down. They're going to quickly move it from the left lane to the right shoulder. 75 northbound Barrett Parkway, exit 269. Once that clears out of the roadway, you're going to be off to the races up into Ackworth. Earlier crash we had out of Sandy Springs toward Buckhead, 400 southbound below I-285. That has cleared, and only a few brake lights left through Midtown, 75-85 southbound from 17th Street as you head down toward North Avenue. Traffic brought to you by Total Joint Specialist. Is hip or knee pain slowing you down? Find relief with internationally renowned hip and knee care right here in Georgia. Visit TotalJointSpecialist.com today and get back to doing what you love. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
More local news. Wild scene at a Covington Walmart after an employee. More traffic.
85 south out of Brookhaven, crowded beginning past Claremont.
More weather.
The Sunnyside community may have been impacted by this tornado.
Atlanta's morning news.
Tomorrow morning
This
at
is a
5.
complicated, controversial subject.
Wake up with 95.5 WSB.
How Atlanta starts its day.
The holidays are approaching, so let my friends at Publix help you save money by shopping on the buy one, get one deals each week. Hey, it's Mark Aram. Yeah, there are BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. I love going in there and just following the yellow brick road of BOGOs. Save when you shop with the latest buy one, get one free items, deals on your favorites, and make sure you check out the BOGO deals before you shop. You can find the weekly ad online at Publix.com or in the Publix app. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As director of diamond sourcing, it's my job to make sure every single diamond is worthy of a Shane Company engagement ring. Our team travels the world to see diamonds in person and handpick each one. That type of dedication only comes from working for a company that's been a family business since 1929. No matter your budget, your diamond is guaranteed to be the most beautiful because a friend wants you to pick from only the best. Drop by your store or shaneco.com and see for yourself. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
A DUI conviction could get you fired, get your license suspended, and increase your insurance rates. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. I recommend you talk to my friend George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Go to georgestein.com.
One of the biggest repairs on your biggest investment would be the foundation on your home.
Mark Beckham here with Atlanta Ramjack. Other companies offer many different services and then try to upsell their customers something they don't even need. That's not what Atlanta Ramjack does. Foundation repair is all we do. We send only the most trained experts in the field and give you the best materials and an honest appraisal of what your real problem is, not more than what you need. Schedule your free estimate today at atlantaramjack.com.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner at A1 Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. Call A1 Garage Door Service, and you'll be smiling today.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one. Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the award-winning online learning program.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Designed by education experts, ABC Mouse seamlessly aligns with what your child is already learning in school. And with over 10,000 learning activities and more than 850 lessons, it's an engaging and comprehensive curriculum. More info at abcmouse.com/radio.
I have been teaching for 13 years, and I've never seen a program like ABC Mouse. It encompasses science, math, reading, social studies.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensated for their testimonials. Sponsored by Age of Learning.
Well, I'm not happy, Greg Rush, and it's not your fault. I'm the host. We didn't get to any stories from Studio B1, and I think there was some good ones in that bin. We lost out.
I didn't get to tell you. That Chainsaw Man, an anime film, topped the box office, and the Springsteen biopic didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, it came in fourth.
It lost to Chainsaw Man.
It lost to more than Chainsaw Man.
Oh.
Because that Phone movie in its second week.
Black Phone 2.
Yeah, that's second, I think. Or no, or third.
Yeah, that was
Springsteen
second,
was
but
like fourth.
It was the second weekend.
Yeah. Springsteen was.
For Black Phone.
I heard that's good, though.
I have heard good things about it. I saw a couple of different people. It's hard for me. It's like when people are contemporaries, just to see actors, even when they're doing a good job. Supposedly, this guy from The Bear really
Jeremy Allen White.
He does embody him, but does your brain never get past it? Even if he's doing a really good impression, like you're just like,
I can't. Like when I see the previews, I'm like, why is he not in the kitchen? Why is he not cooking things? I see him as Bear.
So you're saying you just typecast this guy? He can't do anything else?
Yeah, and it's not his fault. He's a great actor.
I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, I've never seen The Bear, so. But for me, just seeing the stuff, it's just weird for me when somebody's alive and then an actor is playing them. Maybe a little easier for Dylan because he's kind of tucked away and not really seen so much. Where Springsteen he's
out there,
kind of part of the mainstream a little bit. The progressive.
But I guess when you're going younger,
what?
And when you're going because this is around the Born in the USA time, right?
Nebraska. It's Nebraska and Born in the USA all together. Like it's mostly Nebraska, but it turns out that a lot of Born in the USA was put together while putting together Nebraska. So
it was the stuff that. During Nebraska, he said, not good enough.
Yeah.
And then made an album with it later.
What are you talking about, the electric version of Nebraska? No. Well, this is what he did. He basically, after The River was a huge hit, they wanted the other huge hit. And he said, well, I want to do this thing first. But they knew Born in the USA was coming. So they let him do his personal thing, which is maybe his best album, Nebraska. I don't know. Sounds interesting to me. I'll watch it on streaming, like most of America.
How can you wait?
I can't. The one that I want to see at the theater is the Frankenstein, which is only going to be in theaters for like a week.
Right.
And then it's a Netflix. I hear it's really great, and I'm too lazy. I'm already going to the Steve Hackett show. I can't do more than one thing a week.
It comes out on November 7th streaming-wise. So
I know.
Soon.
But I'm saying it is in theaters now. My understanding is go see it, George Clark. Go see it, Greg Russ. I want to hear about it. That's an order. All right, that music's telling us two things. Shut the hell up, get the hell out. You know us. We do what we're told. Shelley Winter is up next with a great radio show. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey